And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 103 of the Black Sensei Society. My name is Random. I will be your humble host this evening. I'm here with Riddell, Santo, Miles, and Ty. Somebody pray for Lonnie because he's out there in Florida just somehow making it day by day. Hey, we can't wait for you to come back. But fellas, another week, another episode. How y'all doing? What?
Every time.
I'll go first.
This is a walking pun at this point.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
Nah, we all just be pump faking. We be waiting for somebody else to go first. I'm doing good personally. I finished off like my concerting for the year. I got to see Playboy Cardi last week, which is why we didn't do an episode of Dojo. So that was really fun. He brought out Jim Jones, and he brought out Nav. Wasn't too hyped for Nav, but being from New York, Jim Jones is always dope. Other than that, bro, just grinding at the job, getting some gaming in, and enjoying my favorite series and stuff, man.
Real. I would say I'm doing much better now. I finally got fully moved to my place to a certain degree. I got to get a few things, but one thing I need to get is one of my bar stools I got. Tell me why the very last screw was stripped to the bar stool. To my set, I was like, I bought two, and the very last screw was stripped, so I had to get a freaking Home Depot get a screw. And then I'm looking to my apartment like a museum, so I'm getting a bunch of my art. I have a bunch of my art printed out. I'm gonna get frames and have like a freaking.
Ooh, okay,
that's fire.
That's
so
fire.
I gotta get frames, but I'm doing better.
You gotta take some pics when you get them all set up, man. So we can.
Yeah, I got some homes. I'm sure. So I got a few posters I'm gonna get printed. I'm getting.
Respect the suck.
And then when he comes back, Santo will be like, "We need the hustle. We need to know what the time period is on the hustle."
I'm gonna get this one.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
This one. I'm gonna get this one framed. I gotta get a few more.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I get this one, or
okay.
I see.
And I had a few more, but these are the ones I got so far. I'm gonna get framed.
That's dope.
All right. So can I get the second one too, and I'll frame it myself?
Listen, man.
How much you selling it for?
Exactly.
Oh well, I do need to sell posters, but I made a few more printed out, and I just want to have in my living room and some of my room.
Bro, send me the file, man. I work in a sign company.
Send me the file. I'll take care of it over here.
For real?
I'll sell them. I'll give you 10%.
Nigga might fuck around and have a poster business. Have a bunch of niggas giving him 20%.
Right.
That's crack.
All right, Riddell.
Before he goes, $2 super chat from Prodigy off the top rope. If y'all play Dispatch, BB, or Invisigal?
Yeah, I can tell you who Lonnie would pick.
I tried to play Dispatch, but then I found out it's only on Steam. So, GG's.
I haven't got around to it yet, Prodigy. I've been seeing some stuff that's kind of hilarious, so I do plan on getting into it. It's just Call of Duty, Battlefield. There's just too much happening right now.
It seems like there's a lot. What's that new one that's getting ready to drop? That's free to play from China.
Oh, where that game's coming out. I'm gonna check it out because it's free. There's a lot going on.
And they just announced the
Outer Worlds 2.
The second closed beta for Tokon. That bro, people are not going to sleep.
Someone, we need that new Xbox so I can just play Steam games on it. That's what I need.
Yeah, that mug gonna cost $3,000. All right, shout out to Kent, member for 16 months. Hey, I respect you, Kent, because you always stand for what you need. Yu Yu Hakusho top 5 and WEM VP loading. Love the pod, guys. Hey, appreciate you, man. You've been supporting us for a long time. And Prodigy, out of is it Blonde Blazer? Is that her name?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
And Invisigal, Lonnie's picking Invisigal. She's the toxic one of the two.
Nice.
That's who Lonnie would pick.
Yeah, Ken, I don't know what you're talking about. I need receipts. I don't know what you're talking about.
Were you on the panel?
Oh, were you on the panel?
Nah. I probably sent a super chat or something.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched Player's Choice in a long time.
I only watched so they can glaze Luca.
I tapped out. I'm bored.
Same.
No, I like it when Real Talk, my boy Real Talk's on there.
I like Real Talk.
Yeah, I like it when he's on there.
He got his own channel now, right? Or he's always
he's
He's always had it. He's just like being consistent.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing. Him and Mars are doing this like pseudo open gym thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I see you. I remember back in the day when open gym was a thing.
Fun times, man.
That was
World,
different. That was different
world of
time.
bad takes, man.
Facts.
Hold on, did somebody? I remember the last time I heard something about Dojo. Somebody showed their meat on there. I'm like, all right, bro. What's happening?
There's a lot of things that happen on gym. We should
on gym, not Dojo.
Not
gym.
Dojo. I mean, but hey, we talk about what happened on gym. My man Ticket, grown ass 40-year-old man, showed his ass on the panel. So
yeah, that was wild.
That is
that was so wild, bro.
Listen. I'm not defending character, but what I will say, his era on that run was entertaining. It was entertaining. I'm
Golden era.
It was terrible takes, horrible morality, but the take, but it was entertaining, man. I can't lie.
Look, it was a time. It was a time. I hated. Every time I saw a ticket, I get mad, and eventually at one point I was like, I'm tired of getting mad, so I'm just gonna leave. And I just.
It was the heel that Player's Choice needed. Now they have a new heel.
Is it Penn?
Penn.
Yo,
Bro,
I used to rock
Penn.
on my nigga Penn. Bro, he just a little bit too sensitive with it. Like, if you gonna get off bad takes and you gonna glaze your team, bro, you can't be on all sensitive on the flip side too. It just don't work. And then he be getting cooked by everybody.
Like, that makes him a good heel.
Jordan be cooking him. I'm like, Jordan don't even know ball like that. Nigga cooking him.
Nah, I
Shout
I
out
was
Jordan.
kind of disappointed in Penn that he started admitting when he's wrong. I was like, nah, you can't. When
That's
you're
gross.
the bad guy,
Nah.
you can't admit when you're wrong.
He don't mean to be the bad
Character
guy. Though. That's the
development,
problem.
man.
It's not a
No,
character. That's him,
what
Riddell.
I
That's the
mean,
problem.
bro. You gotta be like Ticket. No matter if you're wrong or not, you stay 10-10.
No, you got to be like Ticket and go to your own channel and then tell the truth over there and bring the traffic over there.
Fact,
That's what you got. That's what you got to do. Real takes on my channel. I'm not giving y'all niggas shit.
Yo, man.
I remember he used to have these random interviews with just like different people, like different very small people. Be like, "Oh, I saw LeBron do this. I saw this guy do that." I'm like, I don't believe you.
Riddell,
I don't
you
believe
taking that
you at
disrespect?
all.
Hold on, Random. Riddell, you taking that disrespect? you taking that nigga?
What? Who's Penn?
You got to know who Ty. You got to watch one episode of the channel with Penn. I'm gonna find you a good one, and I'm gonna tell you what timestamp to go to.
All right, because I don't know who that is.
How I found out about
Penn is a
Penn was
sicko. Penn is a sicko.
I will say, yeah, I'm definitely the main person that people want to disagree with. But if you compare me to Penn because of takes, hell no.
That's
I will
bad.
cook
Yeah,
the
that's
shit
bad.
out of Penn in a debate, bro. Stop it.
You might gotta set that up. Luca versus who?
Hey, somebody clip that up instead of the
Who's
Penn.
this man on Toronto? I can't even think of that
Oh,
nigga.
No. He's a Sabonis fan.
I mean,
But
my takes cook. My takes
Oh,
cook.
Arvidas though, not Demontis. He got it.
Arvidas.
Speaking of Luca, a terrorist got fired today.
Oh, Nico.
Bro.
Hold on.
I feel like they were unfair, but I'm gonna wait till the end.
Miles, me and you might be on the same wavelength here, but all right. No, so I got a wheel of
I like
picks
Scotty
like
too.
I do every time I host. Got a wheel of picks here. Mostly got a couple anime ones here. Hold on. Come on, hurry up. Is this thing not popping up on the stage? Thank you. So I got a wheel of picks here. And a few anime ones and a few kind of main topic ones here. And you know what? We're just gonna go into it now because I just don't want to wait. Let's just talk about Nico Harrison. 10 months. 10 months after trading Luka, Nico Harrison, the former GM, and as Ty likes to call him, the terrorist of the NBA, has been fired. Now, people are rejoicing. People are digging on his are pissing on his grave. I think obviously the Luka trade was indefensible. Luka trade was indefensible. But I think no, I'm gonna let y'all cook first because y'all the basketball, y'all know more basketball. How do we feel about Nico Harrison being fired?
Scapegoat.
I agree.
That's all it is. Like nobody's talking about how bad the organization is since Mark Cuban sold it. Like it's literally they're just skating by, and I mean he's the fall guy. That's all it is.
No,
to kind of add before you get it off, just to add to what Santo's saying, we've seen a lot of teams kind of start off slow, but what I really want to tag on is that when they gave up Luka, and then we got I'm not a fan, but when they got the pick to get Cooper Flag, everyone made this idea of them being exonerated because they expected Cooper to have some breakout crazy ass start. The nigga's still a rookie, just coming from college. I think that was unfair. And with the addition of the rest of the team, kind of, between being hurt and playing like ass, I think it was very unfair of them to kind of exile him. When if y'all were really butthurt that he gave up Luka, y'all should have just did it at the time. Don't wait until all of these moves kind of happened. Facts. And sometimes niggas just underperformed. It could be in the middle of the season, niggas start playing better. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be Nico's fault, either way. Their play, he doesn't affect that. So I just kind of think they unfairly kind of got him up out of there. But that nigga was a dickhead for getting rid of Luka. I just want to make
no, I agree.
If you want to go ahead, Ty. My bad.
My bad. I was say I agree with everything Miles said because they something talk about a good point. Like the owner and everyone else has to still sign off and agree that this trade should go through. So it's not, obviously not just him. But the memes about him are look hilarious. But I'm sorry,
they are.
They are so funny. But when we talked about it at the time, I'm thinking to myself, this is honestly is like if the Thunder in 2013 traded KD, like that's just like somewhat of a proper equivalent. If you can argue that young KD was probably better, you can argue that, right? But that's a level of talent Luka has, and as far as like his playoff performances and his just career, he's like a consistent top 5 player, MVP candidate every year, and he's a dominant playoff performer, and he gets traded at 25. That's just
absurd.
It doesn't like literally. This is like if you traded Braun in 08 or you traded KD in 2013. Like that's like you can't explain this. I don't know.
Especially when he just carried you to deep in the playoffs.
He carried to the finals.
To the finals, yeah.
The finals. And they played a super team, the Celtics. But here's my thing, right? So when it comes down to this situation, the reason why I don't like the term scapegoat, because it makes it seem like it wasn't his idea. Now, if you're saying that they had fault in it too, but they're not getting any blame, so they're obviously going to pin it only on Nico, I think it's fair to say. I think it's very fair to say he's the poster child of this entire deal. He's the person that people were saying fire him ever since they traded him. Since last year, the fans were yelling this. There was whole posters. I was a part of it, and I'm not apologizing. I'm glad he's fired. He sucks. So with that said, there is a level of accountability that Nico has that is not as like in terms of responsibility of the organization, but in terms of a ball knower. That's the difference. So Nico Harrison is the GM. He's supposed to know ball. These Dumonts, they don't know jack shit about basketball. Let's be very clear. They don't know nothing. I'm sure people heard how they're talking about, oh yeah, we need people to give effort and try all the time. That's why that's why he needs to be like Shaq, even though Shaq had consistently had issues with putting in effort and trying his hardest. That's why he had beef with Kobe. But people like them who don't know jack shit about basketball didn't know that. Nico Harrison was supposed to be the guy. And I think Shams went on a sports show and they asked him, like, who was the orchestrator of the deal? He said Nico Harrison. So Nico Harrison is the one, whether he got finessed by Rob Pelinka or it's his idea, regardless, he was the one who brought the deal to the Dumonts, people who did not know jack shit about basketball, and he convinced them that this is a good idea. They pulled the trigger, listening to the GM of the team, who, Luka helped them. Luka led them to the finals, but before all of this nonsense, he made the deals to create a Mavs team that was good enough to make it to the finals. He made the Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington deal. I don't know if a lot of people remember that. He did make the Kyrie Irving deal. I don't know if a lot of people remember that. He decided to tank and then got Derek Lively. I don't know if a lot of people remember that. So
all good.
He made all these good deals,
mm-hmm.
and they trusted him.
Sure.
And then he made this deal, and he tanked the future of this team. Now, I don't want to shit on Cooper Flag. I hope he does do good with a reset with the fan base. But that's why I'm like, yeah, you could say he's a scapegoat, but he was the ball knower of this entire situation. And it seems like he was the one who brought this to the table. Yeah, I'm done.
I just got one quick question. And this is me because I don't have that much knowledge like you guys do. When did this new ownership regime come into when did Mark Cuban sell?
I think 2 years ago, right?
23, right?
I think
it's around.
Yeah, I think about 2 years ago.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miles, and I'll go after you.
I'm gonna be short. I do agree with everything that Riddell said. It's not really like disputable, like the good and the bad. I just have an issue with the timing. Like the Luka trade is equally as bad as it is today as it was when it happened. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand why we'd wait all of this time to kind of get him up out of there. After these guys are kind of not like playing like shit, for lack of a better word. They're not playing well. You know what I mean? When you could have just were mad at the Luka deal, you gave up our future, all of this good stuff. Just take a road then. That's the only part I just feel like is weird on the side of the organization. Because again, athletes can start slow. Like not everybody can have a hot start. Not every team is going to be hot. And the playoff picture is early. You know what I'm saying? The Mavericks can turn around. They can still make something move and shake. My issue is just with the timing. That's all. I think Nico's a dickhead. He's an idiot, but it is what it is. And if Coop pans out, I don't want to say their future is fried. So he secured them a future young star. So
yeah,
not Luka.
So the way I'm looking is I'm still waiting because I know, I know what Sham said, but I think somebody mentioned in the comments that other reports said they just didn't want to pay the $350 million, especially after paying. How much did the Mavericks go for? Like $3 billion, something like that. I can't remember. They just didn't want to do it. Now, I'm just waiting for when, like, for instance, Pablo Torre, I'm just using him as an example. He figures out who actually decided to trade Luka. I'm waiting for that expose to come out because I think that's going to tell me a lot.
No. Even Pablo Torre needs to stay away from this until Luka wins a chip, because I don't want him to ruin the momentum of the Lakers. Like, he might say some crazy
ruin the momentum of the Lakers
because he might have revealed that Rob Pelinka did some weird shit, and then we have to get rid of Rob Pelinka.
Or he might reveal the real. He might reveal what Luka did to get in shape.
Nah, he ain't LeBron.
So, like Miles said, the timing is horrible. Like, look, at this point, even the new GM, you're stuck in the Nico Harrison angle for at least the rest of the year. You never really got to see the team at its best when, obviously, you like to believe when Kyrie comes back healthy, Cooper Flag still playing, and hopefully AD's healthy, we get to see what that team looks like. I think that team could be very good, but I'll rely on the people who actually really know ball to talk to me about that. I think they also underestimated how much the fans were going to lose their minds about this. They really did. I think Nico did. I think the owners did. And then we got a $2 super chat by Angie Carr. Who got more plot armor, Anime MCs or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
When Mahomes look at
I think they're killing Josh Allen, aren't they?
No. When Mahomes look at the overtime talk against Brady, it's all cool. When Josh Allen don't get it, a fucking rule comes. Are you kidding me? Nah, bro.
Low key.
So look, this is what I'm gonna say.
I feel like he gets a lot of
this is what I'm gonna say.
Credit for competing with Mahomes and losing to him. And I don't think he really gets the criticism as much as he does compared to, like, at the very least, compared to Lamar Jackson, right? You know what I'm saying?
Compare.
Much.
Listen. All I know is
compared to Joe Burrow as well, Justin Herbert.
I'm just saying that if this was like when James if this was like James Harden, some other player, they would never. I don't care how he performed. Matter of fact, Braun gets killed for playing well and losing. So, but Josh Allen doesn't. All right, man. And Braun got chips.
I think
Braun has chips, but if he doesn't play well, even at 40, he will get more criticized than prime Josh Allen. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, mainstream wise,
look,
do you think mainstream wise he gets criticized like that? Other than Nick Wright, other than him, who criticizes Josh Allen?
I also don't think Nick Wright, obviously. I also don't think most of mainstream media talks about the Bills like that.
They talk about the Bills almost every day now.
I don't.
Yes, they do. They always talk about
Josh Allen.
Not to the point like First Things First does. They don't break it down as well as First Things First does.
But they don't. They don't talk about Josh Allen any less than they talk about Lamar. They talk about the same, like all mainstream media. Like, yeah.
Well, so this what I'll say about Lamar.
The Dolphins is crazy, by the way.
Wild.
Yeah, this is what I say about Lamar. I think everybody in here agrees that Lamar's potential could have him in some very interesting conversations. Everything just works out for him. Now, I think it's unfair that he's held to that standard, and Josh Allen clearly does not get criticized as much as he should. I agree with you guys on that. But for instance, the overtime penalty, the overtime change thing, I think it's also the fact that we people forget that after the 2018 AFC Championship game, especially leading up to Super Bowl, all everybody was saying was that Mahomes never got a chance in overtime. They just decided to not pull the trigger, which I disagree with at the time. But people were losing their minds off that. Nick Wright was like, actually, Tom Brady played bad and this and that. He was breaking it down by quarter, being a full fan, and he was not the only person in mainstream media doing it. It's just that they just didn't pull the trigger then. And I would agree with if they decided then. I can't remember exactly when the overtime game was. I can't remember exactly when the overtime game was for that. How many years after 2018 that happened? Was it 2021?
It was 2021. It was 2021 season 2021. Because right. It was the year that he lost to Joe Burrow in the so it's like 2022 year, like January, but the 2021 season, like that season, right?
Okay, I got you.
So it's like January 2022.
Yeah, but look, I get it because this is recent. Like I said, in 2018 they did that. And I'm telling you, Ty, they lost their minds saying that the only reason Mahomes lost was because he didn't get a chance. They lost their minds saying that. So,
but you know what, though?
Mind you, it does look really bad that they decided to change the rule after Josh Allen. But like I'm telling you, we have seen it. At least that part of the conversation, we have seen that conversation before. But
I don't disagree with that. But the thing about it is that people always talk about that over time. But so Mahomes was part of that, like for example, people talk about with the Atlanta Super Bowl. People talk about that with Aaron Rodgers versus the Seahawks. Like that's not getting a chance in overtime is something common. So Mahomes getting talked about that was nothing different. The only difference is that they implemented a rule for Josh Allen because Mahomes' comeback in that game was more miraculous. Like it was like 13 seconds. Like the thing Italian like that. It was so miraculous. Like, but you know.
No, I got you. Anybody else want to add on to something? Because I was going to move on to that, but we're still technically talking about the other super chats. So I wasn't going to go on to it yet. Anybody else want to add something? Okay, so $5 super chat by Kent, one of the OGs. We greatly underestimate the owner's background in casinos, and also Nico didn't force the owners to bash Luka. The truth will come out. # Vegas Maps. This is what I wanted also to touch on. I know people thought that was weird, but those when Shams was talking about when all those talk was coming out about the Mavs potentially moving to Vegas, he just didn't get that from anywhere. He just didn't think about that one day. That stuff was being talked about. Like we need to talk. What's their names again? Riddell. I don't know their actual names of the people.
The
Dumonts. Like they're very from what I've learned about them. They're very aggressive. They were very aggressively trying to see if they could actually move the team to Vegas. Because it is something of an open secret now that the NBA will expand. And right now, the two cities are Seattle and Vegas. Those are two cities that they want to move to, right? Because especially since every other, except for baseball, every other major sports organization has a team there. The Raiders are there. The Golden Knights are there. Now the Raiders are ass, but the Golden Knights have actually been pretty good since they started there. I mean, they've already been to a Stanley Cup. They went to the Stanley Cup in their first year.
I mean,
I think they've
were
been
there
playoffs a few times. Yeah, and the Aces as well. And the Aces are winning multiple championships. I think that was really true. And I think the fact that they want to move, which to me, showing the lack of the lack of obviously knowing how to actually manage a basketball team, the fact that you really thought that people would have just been okay with Dallas losing, like the fans would just been okay with Luka going anywhere. I don't think it's one of those kind of moves that they'll talk about 50 years from now. Like Dallas will never get over that. Never get over losing Luka like that, especially if Luka goes and wins championships with the Lakers. So I it's just one of those things where I get it that we all want to throw dirt on Nico Harrison, and he deserves it. He deserves it for this move. But at the same time, we cannot let the Dumonts off for their part of this. I think they deserve a lot more criticism than what they've been getting.
I agree.
I really do.
Yeah, I agree to that, man. I even put out on a little tweet right under Shams' tweet saying, "All right, now that we got rid of the cancer, we ain't done yet.
I'm gonna find your
We need a team. We need the people in the stands to now say, sell the team, sell the team, sell the team, or we want Cuban. Either or."
Are y'all tapped into like Centel, NBA Centel, like his
No, I got that motherfucker blocked, bro.
Yo, he literally tweeted out. He tweeted out 3 days ago that Nico got fired, right? And then it happened today. And then he tweeted out today.
He looks like he does know something about something.
He always said Russ is going to the Kings. It's like I was like, bro, how do you know this? And he also said that Nico is about to. So his newest tweet is that Nico is expected. The Los Angeles Lakers are expected to hire Nico Harrison.
Ain't no way, bro.
So if this nigga,
if that was to happen, that would be crazy.
I go out to you. If he does it, I'm down for the. I'm already, as because I'm a Brown fan. I already like him. I love the trade actually. Nico,
I mean,
he's good. He's good in my book. He's good in my book.
Bro.
But I'll say this, right? If Nico does like for the Lakers, that means that nigga was an agent.
Agent the whole time.
If Nico goes to the Lakers, I'm DMing Pablo Torre.
That means that nigga was an agent for the Lakers. Low-key would love that. That low-key be
Pablo Torre was
that was his initiation, Ty. He had to do something to get in the door.
Hey, listen, we do a big at
or they can do something after they win a chip. Then he can come. You know what I'm saying?
No, Riddell. If he joins and they win it, listen, man. I would say, you know what, Nico, you good in my book, man. He was a clutch sports agent, man. W.
Nico gonna touch down to get rid of your king, Ty. Stay woke.
If he gets rid
He's rethinking that right now.
No, that is crazy.
Especially with how people have said he's been moving.
No. If they win a chip,
what's some good trades for LeBron that Nico Harrison will do? Let me think.
LeBron.
You see Riddell already cooking. Riddell with it. Look at him. That nigga trying to cook
LeBron the problem is that him trading an old player makes sense. Him trading like LeBron's too old. If it was a young LeBron, then we could. But LeBron old.
We're talking about y'all's fans though. Yeah.
If it made
it would be good for them to move on from him. I'm not gonna lie.
If it makes no sense, the only way it would make no sense if you trade for a younger player. I mean, an older player. I mean, older player. I mean, like, but you know, he's older than
LeBron.
So now y'all niggas don't want Bradley Beal.
Mellow ball. And
LeBron for
Bradley Beal. I'll take Devin Booker though. Give me Devin Booker. Ryan Dunn.
If Devin Booker was a touchdown on the Lakers, I'd stop being a fan. Can't do it.
I ain't gonna lie. Luka and Devin Booker would be a tough combo. I ain't gonna lie.
It would be nasty, but I couldn't do it.
Wait, are you a Devin Booker fan?
Yeah, it's my favorite player.
Real? Oh, they got beef too. Them two got beef.
They do got beef.
They do have beef.
So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the wheel of topics. I don't think we'll have enough time to get through all of them, so we'll just get through a few here. There's one I really want to talk about. This is one that's been Me and Lonnie been talking about it behind the scenes, but let's see what we can get. Oh, I'm cool with this. So that's fancy. So may I ask for one final thing? Is the anime that I told you guys about before, where it's that girl who just was you've seen the clips of her just whipping people's asses. I said it was wrong. It was a villainous one. May I ask one final thing? Is the actual title of it? I think everybody should watch this anime. I think it's really good. Like, I think it's really good for what the premise of it is. Don't go into this thinking of like it's a crazy story. I think it's just the fact that the first thing that the main character says. Oh, we got a $2 super chat by Jaden. Contribution for a longer than 2-hour pod. Jaden, you got to talk to the people, man. You got to talk to them. I'm chilling. I'm ready to go for anything more than 2 hours. But the first thing the main character says, the first thing the main character says, right when the show starts, is like, for as long as I've been alive, I've always loved kicking ass. And that's all she basically does. She just wants to smoke all the time, no matter what she is. And also the fact that it's one of those where you've seen this kind of rise in story lately, Santo, where they talk about the villainess and like you've seen that one. So she's in all these stories, like she would be the villainess of the story, like the bad person of the story, but she's not. She's just like a girl who's just tired of like dealing with this dude shit. That's why she punches him in the face in the first episode. And it turns out that she's also fucking busted because she has a very strong blessing. I don't want to say what it is. She has a very strong blessing, and now she just goes around basically just fighting people. I think it's a very fun anime for what it is. It's not. I'm not sitting here saying it's not. I'm not going to sit here and say like it's an amazing story or anything like that. It's just a fun anime. One of those things I like. This is why I keep coming back to anime, because they make really, for lack of a better term, dumb anime like this that just have a really, like, it's a dumb premise with a few interesting tweaks to the story, and I think everybody should watch this anime. You've already all seen the clips. I think you guys would really have fun watching this anime, for real. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one because none of y'all seen it. It's just me by myself, and I don't want to keep going because I'm gonna start spoiling if I keep doing that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't even know what clips you're referring to. I'm completely
Me neither.
lost.
I'm in the dark. The synopsis looks cool though. I looked it up.
Oh, all right. Let me see. No, because then we're gonna get copyrighted. Yeah, I'll send you a few clips because it's literally just anytime
Jaden,
somebody pisses her off, Miles, her answer is she starts putting on her fucking gloves and she's ready to start swinging. That's all her answer is. She's not trying to negotiate. She's not trying to do nothing. She's like, put your fucking hands up. If not, you're about to get your ass whooped. But let's move on to the next. To the next one. Now, this is the one that me and Lani have been talking about. So, the Saudi Arabian like sports thing that, you know, the one that the same organization that made like Live Golf and all that, they made a basketball league, and what do you call it? And they're offering players $2 million just off rip, and as it Gumake, I can't say her first name. She moved over. She's the president of the WNBA, like WNBA PA. She's the president. She already signed to the league. So I was going to say, is there any way that this league could make any kind of waves other than what we already know with them throwing around the money that they do, or is this just much to do about nothing? Especially because right now the WNBA is in a very precarious position. They're going to a lockout. The commissioner of the WNBA she's fired, or she's essentially out. Plus all these things that are going on, and now all of a sudden Saudi Arabia is making a league, offering these women really good money for even like the sixth man on the team could make, and now we could go from there. How do you guys feel about this, or do you guys have anything to add?
I got something to add. $2 super chat from Sauce. The monster wants to eat me has gotten my interest.
What?
They're cooking.
It looks like a real. Man, I haven't tapped in yet.
Monster wants to eat me. Hey man, the internet has broken my brain, bro.
And a $2 super chat from Angie.
There's a lot of really interesting anime this season.
With your love, we can make it. Is peak anime. Back.
W. It's been, bro.
So can that Saudi league make waves? Yes. Because we already see it with golf. Actually,
Okay,
they're paying bank over there. We see how they're doing with wrestling as well. They're just trying to get into the sports industry. I think the UFC also is getting in, with Saudi money. So they're just really. I mean, it can work. We've seen it work. So that's my take.
I'm more on the fence. This is actually to me a very complicated question. I actually didn't want to do this one because I feel like it's one of the more topics that has a lot of holes and ifs in it, right? Because on one angle, we've seen a lot of women, some male players, kind of take this leap of advocacy toward the WNBA, stand up for rights, activism, all of that. And then if you flee to Saudi Arabia now, that kind of looks hypocritical. We know their views toward the women of their own country, how they see women, their rights, what they're allowed to do. Now selling it for the bag, to me, looks crazy. Right now, if people don't have a problem with compromising any of their their morals or doing any of that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying. If honor doesn't mean anything, then yeah, Saudi got the bread. You're making 250K in the U.S. It's a no-brainer to go out to Saudi and you know what I'm saying, play basketball for 2 M's. My issue also arises with I'm not sure how excited men are actually to see women play basketball, specifically in Saudi Arabia. It's not really generating the craziest of an audience here in America. In a place that's a lot less tolerant of women, I don't see them kind of moving the needle. I don't see Americans going to, this new service to kind of, watch this. They might stream East it. They might. Um, I'm not too confident in this project, other than for the women to get paid and get a bag and make a living. But I just think there's too many ifs, there's too many holes. I think this situation is kind of wild, because the women are in a very particular spot right now. But that's my take on it.
Hey man, they're gonna have these women playing in full tracksuits, full tracksuits.
That's what
Wait,
no skin.
I left for a second. What happened?
So there's this project. It's called Project B, and it's basically going to be like a new basketball league hosting type of deal where they have different sorts of events. It's not just limited to just like basketball games, 3-point contests, skills challenges. They're trying to really make a sport, a spectacle out of it. That's the word I'm looking for, right? And they're throwing a lot of bags towards these WNBA players. Random just brought it to the table as like we feel like it's like a lucrative idea. We think it'll, boom or bust type of deal.
Oh, I think that'd be. I mean, I don't see why not. Try to at least do it.
Hey man, these Saudi princes have to watch something while they eat dinner, bro. Yeah, these Saudi princes gonna be eat dinner and play basketball in tracksuits.
These WNBA, they're gonna start making the dinner. Saudi not sweet, y'all. I didn't mean that to be. I'm speaking on Saudi. You know what I'm saying?
No,
this doesn't reflect my actual views. It's not as sweet as everybody's thinking it is, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it definitely isn't. I mean, we see how they treat, for example, the WWE wrestlers when they go to Saudi Arabia. The women, typically, when you watch wrestling, these women have less clothes on, similar to the men, but obviously look very good. When they go into Saudi Arabia, they have to wear full skin tight clothes, like not everything is covered besides the head, basically. So I'm thinking about it, and having a women's only league, I guarantee there's major restrictions there. And imagine, you know how it is when we play basketball, and these women chirp, they chirp. You think they're going to talk back to the referees? You think they're going to talk back to the coaches? Like, come on, bro. Like, we know what this is.
Things like, to your point, Riddell, things like Brittany Griner being able to say that she could beat DeMarcus Cousins, those type of comments and that type of authority, like from that of a woman, just won't be tolerated there. That's like my point. It's not just playing basketball. It comes with a lot more of sacrificing your morals and your honor to me. So it depends. I watched Saudi kind of take over the FGC, Santo. I'm sure you know. I've watched them kind of take over the FGC, and I've seen a lot of niggas straight up retire. Evo's gonna be in Saudi. I'm retiring. I don't support the government. I don't want their dirty money. Simple. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of decisions to be made.
So they're gonna have to look at it. Is it about basketball? Is it about the integrity of the game, or is it about that sweet change? We'll see.
Now, Riddell, this is me being political. Now, if it was me, $2 million bag, sign me up. What the fuck are we talking about? I'll get my morals while my family's eating and taking care of them. I'm just saying the things are there to think of, man. Bringing it to the table.
I definitely agree with what you're saying, Miles. Sorry. Can y'all can hear me right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it does sound like your mic is different.
Yeah, I had to change it up because my actual PC is just not working right now. It's just slowing down. But the way that I look at it is, if they can get in the same way that Live Golf ended up when they ended up merging with the PGA Tour, and then all of a sudden now everybody at that point now everybody's making money, and people just stop talking about it. Like, people don't care anymore, because I remember when Live Golf was going on and all these people are getting bags and everybody's getting mad, and then all of a sudden once they merge and nobody cares anymore. I wonder if it's going to be the same way with this. I'm always curious to see who can be, like Miles said, who can stand on their principles and leave. But that's great, because I don't know how many people are actually going to be able to do that, because people are going to get mad at like, for instance, Angel Reese. You'd like to believe that they would throw the bag at her, at Paige Beckers, at Caitlin Clark. They're going to throw the bag at those people, because that's who they need to make sure that this league survives. Asia Wilson, sorry, let me make sure not to mention who's probably going to be the GOAT. They're going to throw the freaking bag at those people so that they can get it. And I'm not talking like these little, I'm talking like they might be getting damn near NBA salary bags to come over.
I don't know about that one, but I understand your point. And Jack said something interesting. I have no idea if this is true or not, because I don't follow that.
I follow tennis. It's very true. The only difference I'm going to point out is tennis in general is a lot more, like, I don't mean to like be mean, but it's a classier sport, right? You're not even allowed to like cheer, clap. You can clap, you can't yell. It's a very quiet, very respectful. And then their outfits are like, you're wearing a skirt, you got tights on. You know what I'm saying? They're not really showing anything. It's just different, man. We got WNBA players with full arm sleeve, crazy tats and stuff, bro. That shit.
And the way you talk and stuff. I don't know if they be chirping in tennis. I don't know if they talking smack or anything like that.
No, they don't. They show passion, but they don't. It's a very respectful, quiet sport.
Yeah.
That's why people got mad at that last thing that popped up, Miles, between the lady and that black girl. When the lady called the black girl, like, you're a classless individual, like, blah blah, this and that. And I watched the second half of that match. Obviously, I don't know that much about tennis, but like, what did she do wrong to make you really go out that way? $2 super chat by Angie Carr. Saudis go throw the bag or crap at them. Pick one. Jesus Christ.
If you know, you know, man.
You know.
I'll keep it silent. I'll keep it silent.
My question to y'all fellas on this topic though is, do you think the NBA will wind up not bending the knee? That sounds crazy, but they're going to partner with Saudi if they see this.
Yeah,
this thing actually becomes competitive. You know what I mean? Like, let's say they were to run their tournament or their games or whatever during the WNBA season. I'm sure a lot of players would go get that $2 million over play for $250,000. You think the NBA would have to get a slice at that point?
What I'll say is, once they see the amount of money that's being thrown around by the Saudis, they were going to be like, because I think at some point people want to always forget that it's a business too.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be some people, like, for instance, I don't know who owns the Utah Jazz. I don't know who owns them. But if they're watching somebody getting paid and then they walk up like, hey, man, what's good? You want some money? They got a lot of money they got to go through. This is the idea of sports washing, where they use sports to clean up their money, so to speak. Once they see the amount of money that's being thrown around, nobody's going to say no to that, especially if you're a team owner. That's just too much money to say no to.
I mean, of course, all these corporations will work happily with Saudi. The thing is, the most it's going to be is, how sometimes we have like during the preseason that they go and face like a foreign team, or maybe there might be. NBA hasn't done this. The NFL definitely would though. They have certain sponsored games in these other international nations. So if the NBA starts doing that, that's also a possibility. I don't think working with Saudi is ever going to ruin the product, but I will say this: the stuff with the women is more interesting purely because of how they look at women. So when it comes down to this conversation, it's not even necessarily their Saudi Arabia. It's how they treat women, and it's whether or not these women are going to want to work with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
All right, so we got I will see if we can get 2 more topics. I'm just not going to bring it over here. It's just too hard. So I'm going to spin it on my PC. I'll let you know here real quick.
Don't cheat.
It's not. And it's Chainsaw Man. Reezy enters all-time ranking. So the Chainsaw Man movie has now surpassed Shin Godzilla at number 10, to be number 8 all-time on the Japanese all-time box office. It's obviously made more money than the Demon Slayer movie. And there's a mapper director. The reason why I'm bringing this up is the mapper director saying this is a very important point for anime with the Demon Slayer movie, with the Chainsaw Man movie. We hope that this continues to push the anime and manga world into the mainstream. I'm trying to remember exactly what he said, but he basically had very high expectations where they're like, and especially there was a I can't remember. I think it was Newsweek or the Washington Post was talking about anime isn't just beating Disney, it's eclipsing it with what they're saying right now, with the anime wave that's on right now. Obviously, how do y'all feel about the Chainsaw Man movie by itself? And how do you feel about, I guess, the tone that the Mappa, because Mappa made the Chainsaw Man movie, but the tone, how their feelings towards how anime is becoming, like, obviously more and more mainstream, but it's becoming a force now in the mainstream.
I mean, I was always pro anime movies, so I said that you can make a lot of great products with it. There's a lot of great precedent we've been seeing. It's only going to grow from here. All the iconic arcs. Hey, man, just make a movie with it. I'm okay with that. I think it's a good idea at this point, especially for your most prominent arcs. I do think they should do that for Gojo versus Sukuna 100%. Jujutsu Kaisen would break records just like Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. So I'm okay with that. Anime's dominant also makes sense. We're kind of in a lull period for DC and Marvel anyway, and Disney in general. Like they're not really putting out a lot of stuff. So this is the perfect opportunity. Anime is only getting bigger, and W. So keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm glad they're moving past they're just niche fan base. Mainstream is a good thing.
I kind of concur with a lot of what Rodell was saying. Me kind of being the person that was on the fence about the anime movies, kind of hating on them to be honest. I think this is a good example of an anime movie. You take an arc that is, you know what I'm saying, long enough to be a good movie, but not long enough to, you know what I'm saying, actually have a full season. I think that's perfect execution, right? But yeah, I think it's great that everybody's coming to watch these movies. The Demon Slayer, the Resi movie, any other movies that are coming out, because it just makes what we love more popular, right? I can't get mad at that. So that's cool. And I'm glad these animators that work tooth and nail all day, all night to get this shit done, you know what I'm saying, might be able to see that on the back end. These movies are way more lucrative than the amount of money I feel like they're putting into them. So
Yeah. To give you an example, the Demon Slayer movie cost $25 million to make. They've I don't even know the amount of numbers.
Yeah,
I could say that they've made their money back over and over. Like go ahead, my bad.
It's current. I can't remember the exact. It's like almost top 100 grossing movie of all time. It's about to break into the top 100 of all movies.
Leroy, obviously, but they might get a pizza party or something, my nigga. They're gonna be celebrated for the hard work they do. Like anybody who works a job knows that. Like when y'all niggas do well, you do get rewarded. I get rewarded at my job. So
Yeah, apparently I mean, for like a tangential example, but apparently the voice actor for Luffy is going to get paid for the rest of her life.
yeah.
Who?
That's
For
an
who?
example.
For Luffy?
Voice for Luffy, I believe,
Yeah.
is going to get paid for the rest of
Yeah.
her life. So it's like, yeah, these people are going to get awarded and all that stuff. And we got to remember, the fan base is there. They all want to watch the product. They've been okay with like average animation. So
Sure.
you put actual work in that and you make it a spectacle, you're going to have a whole bunch of people come and see this shit.
So to give you guys, I just looked it up. The Demon Slayer movie has grossed over $555 million worldwide, making it the highest grossing anime and Japanese film of all time. It's made $133.5 million in North America. So just in North America alone, they made their money back. And now they're just chilling.
That's also counting Studio Ghibli as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Studio Ghibli was like in their own sector of doing their own thing. These have,
Word.
what were you gonna say?
No, I was saying word. I was agreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These other series have fan bases that are just waiting for a good product. So shout out.
So I was going to, I guess, a little ad, and then we'll do one more topic after this. But what arc? Because I don't know. I think we've done this before, but let's just do it one more time. What arc of the series that we like would you like to see a movie done of? Obviously, Gojo Sukuna. I agree with you. I think that should be I think that should be a movie. I think it should be. But what arc would you guys like to see become or get their movie treatment?
Oh, I said Naruto Chunin exams. An upscale animated version of Lee versus Gara would be crazy.
Trying to think of a new one.
Low
I
key.
think.
Oh,
Ooh,
go ahead, Miles.
the final arc of Reborn, I think, could be a good movie. It's a little tournament. Kind of ends off with the final boss. The main villain kind of showing up near the end there. I think that'd be pretty solid.
I'm at the Reborn Love. Maybe make the ending a little bit more satisfying with us seeing older version of Suna at the very least.
Man, remake it, man. Let's remake the whole anime.
I stand by the anime is actually good. Even I think it handles well. Just animate their last two arcs. That's fine.
Yeah, I agree. The anime was fine,
They were drippy. They handled themselves.
and the fights were okay. They weren't over the top, but they were cool.
I'm trying to think of a series redo movie. That's tough on the top of my head.
I think some Dragon Ball Z love. So I saw somebody say Cell games, but what if instead of us waiting all the time for the Moro arc, they just turned it into a movie? That'd be pretty raw. And then gave us a kind of expectation when they can do the Cerulean Granola arc after too. Kind of how Demon
agree.
Slayer's doing their thing. That'd be pretty raw.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Good. Angie Carr cooking up here a little bit.
Oh, Ahsoka versus Krollo. That'd be a great movie.
Cool.
But that would be like a Blu-ray because that's short.
It is short. I mean, you can build into it because there's still a lot of time between now and maybe. Yeah, you would have to build it a little bit more because it is not that long.
Man, they made a whole season for the Hashira training arc. They can make that. They could stretch that.
He makes some stuff up. That's true.
They
That is
could
true.
make some stuff up, add some more lore in towards who Krollo is and Hisoka is and their relationship. Maybe even going back to when they first met, leading up until now.
I'm glad you said that, Riddell. They could move some stuff around, right? So in the manga, we've kind of gotten the Phantom Troop's backstory. They could put that in the movie to kind of build up who they are, to kind of give the viewer an idea of, they might not be so bad after all. Then we get Hisoka's upbringing, kind of get the same thing for his side, and then have them kind of meet. That would be raw, and I think it would make up the time slot of about an hour and 32 hours.
Yeah, and it's definitely something that Hunter x Hunter fans are waiting for. Like, out of everything that exists, that
That'd
is
make
the
bank.
one thing that everybody wants.
That'd make bank.
For sure.
Do you think the Neo Egoist League is too long to be a movie?
Yeah, for sure. It's way.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta probably do like U20.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it. U20 should have just been a movie, but they went against that. Me personally, I know I said, but I think that last match when Kaiser and Isagi are they're locked in against I forget who they're playing.
PXG, Brandon Kaiser.
Yeah, thank you. And then when they're that match as a movie would be amazing, because especially at the end of the movie when Isagi just straight up bitches and he's like, thank you for playing according to my tune, you clown. That'd be an incredible way to end the movie. I was like, oh snap! Can't wait for season 4 or whatever. That would be an incredible way to end it.
I ain't gonna lie. I need the arc right after the Razor arc to be a movie. With the Darkness Devil.
See, look, they're cooking. I'm not mad at it. But
That'd
I think
be fire.
they're gonna
Or just the final arc of Chainsaw Man Part 1 with Makima powering them and Aki. That could be gas.
I feel like there's too many climactic moments. You have to pick a very specific spot for that chainsaw. Because low key, the stuff that happens with Power probably should be an ending.
No, that could just be an exciting event of the arc.
How long would you make your movie?
Hour 30.
Hour 30. Wow.
You could have 2-part movie. First part will be the ending of Power, and then the second part would be the final fight.
So you wouldn't go for a 2.5 hour movie, Ty?
I mean, I'm sure I would. I was just thinking about like just the normal movie time though.
Oh yeah, Andrew's completely correct. God Valley needs to be a movie.
Yeah, that would be peak.
That'd be a good movie.
I think it's destined for a movie.
Bro, seeing rocks on the big screen, that'd be crazy.
I saw a crazy theory. It wasn't really crazy, but it just made me like laugh. Like, oh shit! Like, what if when we do jump back in the manga, it's Garp telling his side of this, or it's like, no, it's Blackbeard reading Garp's memories through Pudding.
Oh, because they do have Garp. Whoa,
That'd be
have Garp.
yeah. I had the same reaction.
Whoa.
And they got Pudding, so they're reading his memories and they're seeing it too, just like Luffy's learning it.
Dang, they were because I forgot that they captured Garp. That's interesting. That honestly, the best stories made that because. Are we still doing the Garp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait.
Yeah, let's do one more. And then this time I'm just gonna make you guys choose between the last 2 topics. It's either GTA 6 being delayed again, or the AI Game of Thrones controversy. You guys pick.
I have no idea what the AI Game of Thrones.
Yeah, me neither.
Neither do I.
All right. Is that what you guys want to go with instead of GTA 6?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
okay, so here I can do both real quick. GTA 6 got delayed again to like November of next year, and people are losing their minds again. But go ahead, Miles.
People have waited. I was in 10th grade when GTA 5 came out. They can wait one more year. We know what Rockstar does. Like, they come through, they drop a banger, they dip for half a decade or a decade. It is what it is. Y'all have been patient all of this time. One more year is not gonna hurt you because you know you get in peak. So,
Miles, this is the most anticipated video game of all time.
Do we know if they're actually making it?
Yes.
oh yeah.
They've dropped trailers.
Bro.
Yeah, they've dropped trailers and everything, bro. Now, the only reason, because I've argued with my boy Corey about this, which he's going to feature kind of heavily on this pod when we get to the main topic, but he's just angry. I'm like, you're just angry, but I'm telling you this right now. If that mug comes out like Cyberpunk came out, you'd lose your mind. You would lose your mind. So guess what? You can wait a couple extra months so that they get it right at this point.
The anger is fake anyway, random, because niggas are gonna buy it. So
exactly.
And
you're gonna be mad the extra 5 months and buy it.
And Sauce said if it's $100 base, it's going to be.
It's going to be.
It's going to be. That's the direction it's going into.
There's a lot of video game companies who are waiting like they try to or make their games come out later so that they could, once GTA 6 comes out and it's great and it's $100, now the next person can be like, well, GTA, I think my game's just as good as GTA 6, so I'm gonna charge you $100, even though we know it's not.
Oh,
This like GTA
why
6
would
will set
they
the
charge
I don't
but
know.
I don't
GTA 6 could potentially set the new standard for pricing for
Well,
video
why
No,
games.
though?
but
Like
That
even before that GTA, they've already been discussing elevating the prices regardless.
Mhm.
So it's not
But
going to
this
be
is
it's not going to be a GTA thing.
but right now they're
but
70,
that would be like
and then they're going to go up.
$69.99 to $79.99.
What?
This is they're going to
That's what typically happens. It increases by like $10. I don't see them going all the way to 100.
They thinking 80 to 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like right now, typically what prices are $69.99. So
65?
yeah, 70. So 70, and then they go up 80. It's usually a $10 jump because games used to be like $59.99, $49.99, and they just kept on going up. I just don't see why, especially they're gonna add DLC and they're gonna have all these other extra features.
And they're going to have the online.
Yeah, so
That
I don't
comes
know.
out probably-
Collector's edition, all that's it's gonna
Exactly.
be insane.
I mean, you're getting a 60-hour peak story campaign, probably 150 hours for total completion, finding everything, doing all of the random events and side quests. Then you're getting a crazy online mode that is being partnered up with modders and people that made the RP scene. And you're getting a goated online experience that's never going to get old for like 20 years.
Like if
And if
all of
the
that
hype?
in one
And if
game
you look
and
back
made it
on gaming,
$100, I'll be okay with it.
and if you look back on gaming, like if you go back to Nintendo back in like the 90s and the early 2000s as well, they were charging
Thank you.
$80,
Santo.
$90 per game.
Thank you, Santo. PlayStation was the one that decreased the prices because they dropped all of their games across the board to at the time $55, and then it gradually is risen back up to this point.
And that's why the PlayStation was a very iconic system, because they also dropped the cost into making a game, making them on CDs versus making them through cartridges.
Cartridges, yes, sir.
But I will say that those games in the past, my guess is like you get the full game right off the rip, right? So
12 hours of playtime, though. You're not.
I mean,
you're-
that's a difference of standard because people weren't playing games like that. It was like a new
Sure,
trend.
but I'm saying you're getting way less content for something way more ambitious for the same price. That's where I'm going for.
Yeah.
It's not comparable.
I'm with you. I agree. It's not comparable. My only thing now is that my biggest issue is the idea is that we're going to make it super expensive, and knowing we're also going to have a bunch of other extra stuff. Now, if it depends on like the type of game where I'm like, okay, when I know you're going to expand your lore, like Elden Ring, for example, when they added the DLC for like, what was it, Goblin Knight something? It was whatever.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah, so it got, you wanted that extra story that was decided and figured out later on to evolve the lore a little bit more. For GTA, I just like, we know exactly what other stuff that you're going to include, so might as well just include it all at once and make it a base price. I don't see why you would separate it, but I feel like they're going to separate all this stuff and make you all buy them separately, unless there's like a bundle, but we'll see. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I don't look into it.
They definitely gonna have the 5 editions for sure. They're gonna have the base game, anywhere from 80 to 100. They're gonna have the legendary edition for 150. They're gonna have the career criminal edition for 200. Then they're gonna have the antagonist of the world edition that comes with $50 worth of credit in the online for 250. They gonna run it up for sure. It's gonna be worth it though.
And that online subscription is gonna be insane.
What? For?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like GTA, honestly, you could literally, in my opinion, like I think GTA makes their money just strictly on the online multiplayer.
That's why
Literally.
That's why you've seen as many expansions that they've made for GTA Online. That's why I guess it also gave them a lot of breathing room for GTA 6, because if online never hit like it did, the people asking for GTA 6 would have been, I guess that angst or that people asking for it would have been been done a lot quicker.
It was a combination of Rockstar and the modding community sourcing it and making RP.
Mm-hmm.
RP kept GTA alive way longer than it should have.
And And I guess another thing is while we were waiting for GTA 6, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. One of the best games, one of the best games of a generation. So people also were like, damn, this is crazy. I saw grown men crying over that game, bro. Grown ass men crying.
Did part 3 get announced?
I don't think so. Unless it was today during State of Play. I don't think so.
I think it got announced, yeah.
Today?
For what?
Hold on. I'm gonna double check. You guys continue.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you guys would be fine. Now, real quick, the Game of Thrones on AI controversy is so there's this collective of really big authors, which including J.R.R. Martin, called the Authors Guild. They are suing OpenAI because remember that Sora thing, right? That came out, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, the Goku battles, it's happening, you know, this and that. Yeah. They're suing him because basically I think somebody tried to use OpenAI to continue the Winds of Winter because you know the book hasn't come out yet, and and of course it comes back to George R.R. Martin, and now people are suing because it's not just he's the biggest name that people know, but there are also other big authors who are involved in this that OpenAI has been using their work or sourcing their work for other things, and then it's so that's going on in the court, and that case I'm just the way it's been kind of been framed. That case could frame how AI is handled by law in the future, in terms of people suing for copyright infringement or intellectual property. That's the way it's going right now. But the one that I really want to talk about is the first book, A Feast for Crows, is being made into like a visual novel, basically. And they're saying the author, he's getting accused of using AI because he's using the wrong sigils. Different character, like they got Cersei with one leg and she's wearing blue. Like when Tywin died, he in his coffin, he's wearing a crown, and the sword he's using, like it's off kilter, like the hilt is off kilter to the side. There's a lot of people accusing they're accusing of using AI to make the stuff, and I'm like, George, man. They're using AI for your stuff. They're using AI to steal your stuff, and you're not making Winds of Winter, bro. What's going on? You got to do something, bro. But that's all it was. But let's go on to. I know everybody has something. So Riddell, I know you got a couple things. I got a blind ranking from Lonnie and another list. But let's go ahead. Let's dive into it, Riddell.
All right, dope. One Piece. The recent chapter of One Piece was great. So I got a couple of topics that we need to talk about. First things first, of course, when it comes down to the One Piece chapter, a big talking point is Garp. And I made the clip, and I was surprised how much Garp haters were still very angry. They do not like Garp. So I do want to have a conversation because Garp said in the recent chapter that the reason why he stayed with the world government is because he wanted to protect Marines. However, the Garp haters in a lot of our comments are saying, nah, he still sucks. And the biggest talking point is that he let his boy die. So my question is Garp justified after learning about what we know about Garp from this recent chapters in terms of staying with the Marines, protecting them, creating sword? Is he justified for staying?
I'm actually interested to hear this.
Okay.
Not all I was.
So you're asking me, do I think his reason is sufficient, right? Is that justifiable? Yeah, I would think so. I think the reason itself on its head is actually I'm not gonna lie, it sent chills down my spine when I read it. It really hit. Because it had never Garp has been saying it the entire time we've been reading and watching One Piece, but it for some reason just finally really, really dawned on me. He really wants to protect his people, right? Not all of these Marines are aware of like the injustices of the Celestial Dragons, and the world government, by extension, what they're really doing, right? People are just following orders and doing their thing. So I think that's cool, right? That's fine and dandy. Nigga, what did you do? You made Sword in our current timeline. You know what I mean, right? So that's after Roger done died, ushered a whole era of pirates. We done had the Yonko form. We done had a lot happen, brother. You know what I'm saying? And then out of Sword, all we have is this ragtag group of individuals I'm not really sold on yet. Now, if Kuzan is in Sword, that moves the needle a little bit. But Kobe, Helmeppo, Prince Gruss, you know what I'm saying? These
Drake.
huh?
X Drake.
I don't need Drake is MIA after Wano. We don't know what he's on. We don't know if he's dead. We don't know what happened. My point being, I get where he's coming from, and I'm sorry to slander a Marine on Veterans Day. That Angie just reminded me, but I just don't feel like he's executing. You know what I'm saying? What he's supposed to be executing. I can't see the fruits of his decision. Is basically what I'm getting at. Until we see Kobe, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of time has passed since then. So I give him a half pat on the back and a half side eye. I wish you would have did a little more. A lot of your more current endeavors are just marred by failure, other than you like saving Kobe and then, you know what I'm saying, raising Luffy. You just kind of dropped them off. But it is what it is.
A quick question: what has Sword accomplished?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, we don't know exactly the extent of what they're doing. They had a lot of people. They had a lot of people in a lot of different areas to keep tab on information. Right?
Absolutely nothing.
X Drake was with Kaido and everything. The thing is, when it comes down to the Marines in particular and like Kobe's side of the aisle, I think the Oda hasn't truly flushed out what they are doing, what their goals are. And it's a lot of it has been going from like the Luffy lens and the pirate lens for the most part, especially when it comes down to like the good guys of the One Piece universe, which is why I appreciate when the live action is making Kobe more prevalent in terms of what his narrative is. I will say the idea for Garp and what Sword and the Marines are going to do and what their role is going to be, I think is very important as we see this kind of manifest in terms of a storyline, because it's still taking forever for even pirates to even challenge like everything and find out everything about Emu. Like Roger, even Gold Roger's whole plan and everything were like, okay, what is going on? Is Shanks involved? What is going on? Like, what is the plan to beat Emu? We still don't know from any angle on anybody's plan to beat this force. So I'm sure all these factors will eventually come to fruition and take down Emu all at the same time.
Like, obviously, because we know the narrative, right? But when we're comparing Roger and Garp, we can immediately look at Roger literally ushered an entire era of piracy to move the world along what he needed to happen, which is for a single pirate to, eat the fruit, be on time, create the conditions in order to take down Emu. Roger did that, right? When he decided to turn himself in and declare that the One Piece is real, which was further invigorated by Whitebeard as well, right? My challenge to the Garp supporters, other than this small faction of honestly trainees, right? That's why I was saying if Kuzan was in the faction, that'd make a lot more sense, right? You brought up Drake. Sure, he was with Kaido. What his intel didn't lead to anything. We didn't see Kaido taking no type of losses or anything similar to that until the Straw Hats were involved, right? When they took down Doflamingo, that hurt him. And then when they eventually came to his island and kicked his butt, that hurt him as well, right? So the intel that Drake is providing is not really moving the needle. And then they also had Apu, who was spying on Drake the whole time. So the spy was caught. They already knew he was a spy. So we need to see more insofar as Garp actually accomplishing something, right? We've seen his son Dragon accomplish a lot. We've seen Luffy accomplish a lot. Garp, he's trying. He has good intentions, but what has he done? And I don't think we can say.
What if those were extensions of his ultimate, like everything he's been doing, right? We still don't know why. We talked about this before. What if one of the reasons why they didn't go full on Dragon is because Garp is protection? When it comes up, we talked about it before. What if one of the reasons why they didn't go full on Luffy is because of Garp's protection? Ultimately,
we saw what happened with Ace, and what did Garp's protection really provide? Ace got stained.
Ace in particular, he got stained because he went after Blackbeard.
Sure,
Blackbeard brought him
in. He got stained. They would stain Dragon if they could. It's just Dragon turns out to be a Himothy, and I'm not buying into the Garp as a mastermind idea. That's just not. You know what I'm saying? I see Garp the same way I say Luffy. I see Luffy. They have the power to make change. They have the will to make change. They don't have the brain to make change. I just don't see it, right? They need other people around to kind of fill those gaps. And I'm not saying lead them, but provide support. They need pillars to lift them up. All I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Garp is probably doing it higher difficulty than anybody. I'll give him that credit. He's trying to overthrow the government within the government. That salute to you. That's hard. I just don't feel his presence as I felt others' presence throughout the story that he's being compared to. That's all. I don't feel his presence on the same way that I feel Rox's presence, right? I don't feel his presence the same way I feel Roger's presence, right? The heavy hitters in the Marines aren't attributing Garp to the reason why they're doing anything. Akainu doesn't care about Garp. Kizaru doesn't care about Garp. A lot of these new vice admirals don't care about Garp. They all have their own justices and their own ambitions. That's all I'm saying. We've yet to see Garp push forward a unified front until this modern era with Kobe and these trainees who, I'm sorry, you're not convincing me off screen they're doing crazy ass things other than the Rocky port. And we know Blackbeard was there. So it's like, I'm just being honest about the guy. I don't hate him. I get where he's coming from, but I just don't feel like the fruits of his labor have really bore yet, right? It could happen, but it hasn't happened yet. Sorry.
It definitely hasn't happened yet, and I'm fine with you thinking that. I'm just saying that when it comes to the story, of course, we're just not going to get his point of view and his perspective, and I don't think he needs to be a genius or a master plan for this to have value, because just wanting to protect something, or at the very least, where you have Sword, and who to say that they were not feeding information to Dragon and the Revolutionaries, because they're able to do a lot of very, very important things throughout. So you would imagine that they would have some type of insider information. It would make sense to me if that insider information was related to Sword. And I do think when it comes down to a lot of the characters you're referring to, the other Marines that are super important and super impactful, but we don't know exactly why they are doing what they're doing. I think that also plays a part into why we can't attribute it to Garp, because they're all characters that we're not focusing the story and narrative around. So I want to see how everything manifests. I think Garp, obviously, we already talked about it. He had a very large difficulty trying to find that perfect individual that can change it from within inside. Maybe he was waiting, just like how a lot of these other pirates are waiting for the perfect individual, which also Shanks is a part of pushing everything as well. And the perfect individual ended up being Luffy. Maybe the perfect individual ended up being Kobe, so we could start moving things along officially. So,
We'll see. We got Stocks and Kobe, man. And then for Royal, I can kind of tell what the Marines care about just by what their justice is. Like, it doesn't take a big brain to understand that. Akainu and Garp, their justices kind of don't align. I can't see Akainu being a fan of, you know what I'm saying, Garp. I don't see Kizaru being a fan of Garp killing Vegapunk, you know what I'm saying? But I got you.
Yeah, if anybody would be Kuzan, I definitely would.
Yeah, that's the only pillar, like a pivotal figure. Everybody else is old and washed or new in training. So,
but hey, man, but he does have Akainu's potential relative. So, by extension, she changes Akainu. You never know.
Already mentioned Kuzan, brother. You got to keep up. Mentioned them like 5 times, by the way.
I'm so excited to see more about Garp, because I think his dilemma is so fascinating to me. And it is a, you can argue, a cautionary tale of, because I think that I don't think he's going to have the worldview that is the most correct one. I don't think he's meant to have it. Yeah. I think it's just more so a situation where he's doing what he thinks he needs to do, even if it won't affect the most change. And I think that a lot of people, at least that I've seen, ignore the nuance in his character. Like, and it's kind of weird because, like, we all can see that even in real life, right? Like, people can be police officers or work for the military, even if those institutions inherently, they're maybe how they were conceived or certain things they've done aren't good. But we know there's nuance to that, right? Like, I have family members that were police officers. Like, I know the history and the root of police officer was to capture, like, let's say slaves, but I can understand that doesn't mean that everyone involved, even if it's inherently a bad institution, is not evil, like, clearly. And so I think that people kind of ignore that with Garp for whatever reason. I don't know the reason it is, but I think that because of that, it makes his dilemma so interesting to me, considering the characters he's connected to. He's connected to Dragon and Luffy, who are arguably the people that are most they're literally freedom incarnated, essentially. So I feel like that makes his decision so interesting to me. And also I just want to see his perspective. Like why I know he wants to protect the Marines and obviously raise up people like the Kobe's to make the change, but I'm just so interested more about him. Like how does he interact with Dragon when he first when Dragon leaves? How does that impact Garp when it initially happens? What do they talk about? Stuff like that just is so interesting to me. Like if him and Dragon talked about it, that'd be crazy. Like so I'm just excited to see that.
Yeah. And we'll see, man. Garp discourse. It'll be interesting to see how everything plays out.
Just to answer the question in the chat, I don't know why man, these characters aren't that hard to understand. Kuzan had blazing justice at a time, right? Then he's meant to be the character whose morality and justice always changes. He's a man that struggles to do the right thing often, even though he knows what's right, to the point where he's now confused himself, which is why he's a pirate now. The whole thing about his character is being confused. That's who Kuzan is. So yeah, he had blazing justice like a Kainu, but he's not a Kainu, right? He doesn't care about the eradication of all the pirates, right? He doesn't care about absolute justice above all else. He's unsure. Kizaru is meant to be the common man, right? The common man who comes to work, serves, very effective, but when it comes to his friends, his family, and people that he cares about, he's going to still do his duty, but he's going to feel bad about it. These characters aren't similar, and they all also weren't trained by Garp. So I don't know what you're talking about. They weren't. So I don't know. The only one that was trained by Garp was Kuzan. He personally asked for his tutelage. So
yeah, if it does end up a situation where he wasn't intentionally trying to change anything, but just protect what he can, I'm also fine with that too. By the way, I mean, at the end of the day, we've talked about it. Similar to Luffy, where Luffy had all these other people kind of helping him guide to the right direction. Garp was just solo and doing what he could do. He's just one man at the end of the day. And he's not that smart. So I agree. But we'll see. We'll see. Another thing in regards to the Garp and Gold Roger conversation is that this is an amazing rivalry. Dare I say the best rivalry in One Piece? I have a quick gauntlet for you guys. I want to compare this rivalry with other iconic rivalries in anime and manga history, and you just tell me which one you guys think is better, Garp and Roger versus these other rivalries. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
First rivalry up, Sanji and Zoro in One Piece.
Garp and Roger.
Yeah. Because I would say Sanji and Zoro are not really rivals
At all.
They're not competing for something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're competing for second strongest in Straw Hats.
Kinda. It's just their dynamic. They push each other to be better. It's not really.
Yeah.
I would say that's not. I ain't gonna lie. That rivalry, that competition is not real. And real by is like if Zoro ends up 2 and Sanji's 3, Sanji don't really give it that. Like, he would care, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why is it not real? Is it
Real as it? I'm saying it doesn't matter. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Matter in like the grand. Like it matters because it makes their dynamic fun. But I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, if Zoro's 2, like it doesn't affect Sanji. Not really.
what you meant to say is Sanji has no chance of being 2. I'm here. I hear you. I'm with you.
I mean, yeah.
But all right, next one up. Kisuke and Aizen.
I'm going Garp and Roger. I think Kisuke and Aizen. I thought I was interested in why Kisuke left the Soul Society, wasn't allowed back, but after that, there's not really much that I'm interested in.
Miles Santo.
I'm gonna go Roger and Garp.
Same.
Next one up. Asagi and Baro.
We got to see the story finish, man. I'm gonna go Roger and Garp for now, though.
This was like one of those weird ones, like where I think Rogers and Garp has more impact in the story, but Isagi and Bars has like more screen time.
It does.
So, but I don't think that necessarily makes it better. Does it make it better? I mean,
No, it's okay. It's okay to say
I-
it wrong.
I care more about Roger and Garp, so I'm going there.
Yeah, I would say Roger and Garp. I think my answer would change if you would have said Ren and Isagi, maybe. But yeah, Roger and Garp.
Yeah, probably.
All right, next one up. Meliodas and Bond.
Do you think that's really a rivalry though?
Yeah, they beef.
I mean,
But like,
Maybe.
I ain't gonna lie.
like they fought a few times, but like
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like these frenemies, which Garp and Roger become that, but like the context behind why they become that is to me more interesting. They saw this great thing, and now it's like you gotta take care of my son. Like that to me is just more interesting than our personalities just clash, just because they clash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fair. So Roger Garp clears.
because I don't think it's really like not a true rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fair enough.
Yes, yeah.
Kagami and Almine.
Roger and Gart, but that was a cool one you threw up there.
Yeah. Oh.
Who's a real better baller?
If they would have played a couple more games or something, you know what I'm saying? But that moment with Almine crying and standing up in the crowd when Kagami hit the zone or the true zone, that was tough. Like, damn, I'll never catch up to my rival if he's doing shit like this.
Even the iconic scene when Kagami finally goes into the zone and they just going back and forth. That shit was cold.
Almine was low-key whooping him still.
Yeah, man.
If
You ain't telling nobody.
literally if oh man, I like Amina and Kagami though.
Sports anime fan, what's the answer?
Again, it's because I would feel different if you had said Midorima and Kagami instead of Almina, but Roger Garp, man.
Roger Garp. Is Roger and Garp about to clear the gauntlet? Well, this is the final matchup, and it's kind of similar if you think about it. Roger and Garp or Hashirama and Madara. What is the better rivalry between these two old men of their
I got
series?
Hashi and Madara.
It's Hashi and
yeah,
Madara.
That's Hashi and Madara.
Why? Why is it? Why is it Hashirama and Madara?
It's a combination of I care about them just as equally, like Ty said earlier. They actually do have quite a bit of screen time, and like in addition to the lore that they have, we got to see our version of a fight between them, even though it wasn't fair. Yeah, I just like them more.
And they're parallel Naruto Sasuke. The context behind the Senju, the Uchiha, like their rivalry, the impact it had on the story, it pushed them to make the Leaf Village. It's part of the Senju and Uchiha like discrimination and rivalry. It's part of the clan rivalry.
Akatsuki.
It ties into the cycle of hatred. Like it's a lot. Yo, that thing got some layers, man.
Yeah.
Does it say anything that Madara is always little bro?
Little bro, what you mean?
But
Hashirama beat that all the time, every time. Beat that
all the time.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
that.
it beat that ass all the time, every time.
beat that ass. I mean, if you bleed now and I stab you in the back, I mean, I guess.
Hey, Riddell, Prince outlived Mike Jack, man.
Oof.
Yo, is that the comp? Is that the comp we're talking?
I go Hashi and Madara.
All right, that is an interesting one. Two old men rivalry. I was thinking of one of the other one, the old man one. I was thinking for Bleach was going to be Yamamoto and Yuha, but I'm like, bro, it just nah. Yeah, it doesn't.
Honestly, you should have picked that one over Aizen and Kisuke.
I thought they just had a little bit more intrigue. Like Yuha just shows up and just beats Yamamoto in the moment they meet. He didn't even beat Yamamoto. He had the clone beat Yamamoto. Like,
Tough twist, no?
Not that tough.
That's a better twist than Kisuke coming out and stop interrupting the fight Ichi and Aizen, no?
But it was over though.
True, but no
He was like, gotcha, bitch, weak enough. Gotcha.
No one cares about Keisuke, bro.
Oh, you sad, Ty.
Oh,
I
not
was
only
saying,
that,
we-
I even
we
hate
like
for
Yamamoto
Keisuke
and Yuha
hate.
more.
Oh, that's tough.
Ichigo and Grimjow, that Queasy said, that was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
So
facts.
as you guys can tell, I didn't pick any of like the real. Well, that's not a really big one, but I didn't pick like Naruto and Sasuke or Goku and Vegeta. So.
You had a, yeah.
Like the side, side niggas, like, but
So-
Yamamoto and Yuha, man.
All right. Well, I have other topics, but I've been talking for a while, so one of y'all can go. I can do it after.
You guys go ahead, because I got one of Lonnie's list ready if you guys need some time.
I got a list if you want me to go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's on top.
All right, you already know what it is. Black Sensei Society blind rankings. Now we are going to be doing the top 10 dual wielders blind rankings. So just a disclaimer. Again, I always like to do this. Maybe a semi-troll, maybe. I'm not sure. And all swords. No dual wielding guns or whatnot. No, it's just straight swords.
You know what that means? We might see some Attack on Titan niggas on here because they use 2 swords.
I think Kirito's gonna be on here.
He has
All
to
right,
be.
Ichigo uses 2 swords with his final. Ichigo, Attack on Titan. So Levi, I think Levi,
Kirito, Ichigo. We could probably figure out this entire list.
Right.
Dual wielder.
2 swords.
Urza.
Wait, I'm
Urza.
saying, do we count?
Urza.
That
is
Do we count Zoro?
Wait, hold on. Before you go, $2 super
Oh, yeah,
chat from
free.
Angie
Yeah,
Carr.
that's what I was
Y'all
thinking,
saw
yes,
Badlands yet? Because I got questions. I have not, but I heard it's great.
I heard it's really good. Like I heard
I'm hitting that after. I'm watching Pluribus right now.
I heard people say that's the best. We're talking about the Predator one, right? People saying that's the best Predator media ever made.
Oh, the movie. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
People are saying that's
I was
the best. I've heard people come up and tell me that's the best Predator media I've ever seen.
Better than the first one? Okay, come on. You know,
Don't look at me, man. That's what they said. Okay.
We gotta respect our elders. That first one was heat. Bro.
King Bradley.
So King Bradley's
Full metal.
Oh, he does. Oh yeah, he does use 2 swords.
So
Yeah,
are you counting people who use more than 2 swords?
2 swords.
Wait, hold on a second. Does King Bradley?
I don't care.
He uses 1 sometimes though.
No, but he usually like a lot of times he uses 2. But he has 4 total, but he uses 2 at a time.
I feel like he's a dual wielder. He's not a
Yeah.
He's a dual wielder. Zoro's a dual wielder too.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
Sun Jin Woo, ew. 7.
so we.
Riddell, that's your friend.
I'm good.
All right. So we ready?
Yeah.
Thorfinn. Well, it's got daggers. No, wait, dagger, dude.
Dual wielders. So
Dual wielders.
let me just set. It up.
You said dual wielders for Thorfinn's on there.
We
Thorfinn.
came up with
Yeah.
this entire list. We named every single character.
Thorfinn.
I promise you didn't. But okay. So let me set it up. Okay. So Black Sensei Society top 10 dual wielders blind rankings. First one on the list, Asuma from Naruto.
Oh,
Wait,
How
I
many?
think you said-
How many?
10.
Well, I thought you said it was swords.
He said dual wielders.
Yeah, he didn't. He just the only thing he said. He's like,
That's why I was
not
saying
going to be
Thorfinn's
gun.
on the list.
Oh yeah.
he's a dual wielder.
Maybe Def the Kid then. If he
No
was dual
guns.
wielder. Oh no, you said no guns though. Wait,
No
I got Asuma at 10, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like 9 or 10. I'm
I was like 9,
right
8,
there.
8, 9, or 10.
I was
for
say,
sure.
can we do 10?
Yeah, I'm
All
cool
right.
with 10.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Damn.
Like,
Legitimately,
but-
who's worse than Asuma? Like, come on.
we love Asuma. We respect Asuma. But
Respect Asuma.
Do we?
Okay.
I don't need to respect Asuma.
what am I gonna do? He came up.
Nothing, man. Nothing, man.
No, that's the problem.
That's-
What did he do?
Man.
That's the question.
He
What
gave
did he
Shikamaru-
do?
That's
he helped-
crazy.
he helped Shikamaru-
Miles said, "What did he do?" Randall's
He gave
response
Shikamaru
was
his character.
nothing.
Like, no,
I didn't
He
say
helped
that.
him.
I didn't say that. I was going to be like, we hating on bro because he's not what Kakashi. Like, chill out.
Yeah, he's cool. Like,
He did his
chilling.
best, man. He did his best, man.
He's
He's chilling.
what did he do his best?
At
Okay.
least he
He
didn't
helped-
retire.
he helped
He back.
He
He's
helped
back.
Shikamaru. He helped Shikamaru.
He backed Kurenai, and then he was a real nigga to Shikamaru, real.
Real.
What you talking about?
Shout
All
out
right.
Demon Mortar, man.
Awesome at 10.
Plus,
Okay.
I think he might have some of the most unique weapons in Naruto.
That did what?
Damn.
Wait, who's the next one?
Oh,
Next.
let's keep going.
Okay. So next up on the list we have Kirito.
Shit.
I like Kirito. I
He
like
might
him.
be top 5, top 3.
But what are we ranking them on characters, and we talk about skill.
Yeah.
I guess it's everything, just
Everything,
like the other
everything.
Yeah.
I got Kirito.
He might be
at 5, man.
That feels safe.
You think there's 5 more people better or 4 more people better
Well,
than Kirito?
1, because I think Kirito's sword skill is fraudulent, and 2, I don't think he's that crazy of a character. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, if we're counting everything random, I can think of a lot of characters above Kirito.
I a lot low key.
Hey, at least we're honest about it. At least we're honest about it, bro.
5,
I feel
6.
like 5 is a good
Kirito better than me. I would have spamming dual wielding from jump.
I feel like that 1 through 4, we're gonna find another nigga that we want to prove with Kirito. I just feel it. I feel it.
Should we go 7?
I'm not high on Kirito.
Me neither. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Now, if we're talking about a bridge Kirito, he's tough.
I gotta tap into that.
no,
We were supposed to watch it, bro. We were supposed to watch it.
He's actually hilarious.
He's
But-
so funny.
Yeah, 6 or 5 or 7.
Ooh, let's do 6.
Okay, 6. Let's do 6.
All right, Kirito goes at 6. Okay. Next up, Inosuke.
I like
Oh
it.
wow.
I'm doing a read of Demon Slayer. Inosuke is so funny, bro. Like I never finished Demon Slayer, so I was like, let me start from the beginning and just that nigga's funny, man.
I respect Inosuke because everything that he's done is completely self-taught. Bro was just getting it out the mud the whole time. I think his fighting style is very unique. It's a very unique fighting style that he fully takes advantage of everything that he's learned. Like, look, all right, I get it that bro should be dead from the entertainment district fight, but he's like, I move my heart because I can move shit in my body.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Look,
or it's random. He can sense attacks that are coming from outside of his peripheral just because he can feel them staring at him. He can feel the bloodlust of somebody staring at him.
Hey, man, aura, man.
No, the bloodlust thing that's an anime trait. So
no. You watched the movie, didn't you?
Yeah.
They specifically compared it to the world that Tanjiro ascended to. It's not it's part of. But just given the context of what Inosuke has done in the story, he created a breathing style where there's niggas with teachers who still can't use the breathing style. That's wild.
Well, do y'all think he should be over Kirito?
Yeah.
He's a better.
I'm not mad at it.
If I'm being honest with you, he's a better swordsman than Kirito.
You think
he's a better.
If you want to talk about his character,
I'm asking y'all. Like, I'm cool.
I only watched the first 2 seasons, so I don't know if he becomes better later on.
You cool with 5 miles?
Yeah.
Oh, he becomes vegetized for a long time in one of them. So that's gross.
You good with him being 5?
I'm cool with him being 5, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with 5 too.
They're actual vegetable for
like most of season 4.
Yeah.
But when he comes back,
oh yeah, he's him. But
when he comes back, he's him, bro.
Allocation is crazy. All right, so Inosuke goes at 5. Okay, next up, Tengen.
Uzui? Oh man, you got 2 dogs.
Dang, I think Tengen should be over probably Inosuke probably.
He has to be.
But top 4?
That fucked it up. 2 niggas in the same series threw me.
Kirito messed this up, bro.
Yeah, we could have.
He should have went down.
We could have. I'm saying, I guess 4.
I'm cool with 4.
4?
Timothy.
4.
Look at how he uses his swords. He basically uses his 2 swords like nunchucks.
No, he is.
I feel like you can argue 7 purely because of screen time. He doesn't get as much story compared to Inosuke and Kirito at all.
Well, to be fair,
he's not that crazy of a character either. He's not.
He's not that crazy, and he only has 1 important fight.
I'm not bad at 7.
and then he's sidelined. I think we can talk our way into 7.
Yeah,
I'm not mad
let's
at
do
that.
7. Let's do 7.
Oh, wow. Okay, 7. I'm
I'm-
actually
I'm-
very surprised.
Mm.
Okay.
Don't politicize us there. I like that.
Okay, so after that pick, we next one on the list, Thorfinn.
I knew it. Yo, this 1 or 2, baby.
1, 2.
Wait, who else could be here?
Because the best part of his
One,
mod
maybe
is
one.
not when he's a dual wielder.
But
I'm not-
sure. Okay, so we gotta wait. We only taking the price that he was a dual wielder. Are we?
I'm still putting. I could still put him at 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just taking him as a whole because, like, you know,
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. like for example, there are times where like Miles said, King Bradley uses just one sword, but I'm not gonna be just isolating the part because the story be all discombobulated.
I mean, I'm cool with it. Thorfinn, I
it's-
think, is one of the greatest protectors of all time. So
I'm cool with 1.
I'm cool with 1.
Okay, number 1 spot. goes
Random,
to-
you cool with 1? You're part of it.
I'm trying to think right now if there's any better dual wielder than Thorfinn, and I can't think of one right now.
So we going 1?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1 spot has been taken. Interesting.
Oh yeah, we probably should like his skill though. We didn't really talk about
I
that.
don't,
He's fighting niggas with broadswords with daggers that are 15 times his size.
yeah, him fighting Thorkel is crazy.
And
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
and
that's-
not dying.
Yeah, the fact that he walked away from that is insane.
And the fact that he was a kid.
And took Thorkel's fingers with him. Give me those.
Fair. All right.
All right. So next up, Kozuki Odin.
Oh, Odin.
We moved, y'all.
I mean, I like Odin. I like Odin.
I love him. We moved by his swordsmanship, though.
Hey, he did his thing against Whitebeard, or was it Roger?
Whitebeard literally got mad and sent that nigga to Narnia. Punched
Right,
him
I
in
was saying,
the
didn't they both one tap this nigga?
And then Roger sent that nigga through 1,000 trees.
I mean, he had a little clash.
I mean, if you want to say that the feat is that he survived, then real.
Yeah. To people
And then-
who were like
Yeah,
had conquerors and all that.
He was beating up Kaido.
He cut Kaido.
He only got 1 move though, too. So I'm not really moved, man.
I
But that
mean,
one move though.
y'all want to say
Paradise Waterfall. He was spamming that.
I feel like
shit.
him being 8 isn't crazy just because
Dang,
I thought that's the better was. So
Lower than Uzui.
Listen, man.
that
Listen,
Kirito
man.
pick look crazy right now, doesn't it? Dang.
Kind of, yeah. But I mean, if y'all want to go 8, we can go 8.
I'm not mad at it, but
I'm not. It's up to y'all. I don't care. I'll let y'all decide.
So
I don't know
8.
nothing about bro, so
So we're going 8.
yeah.
What else we got left?
You got 2, 3, 4,
And 9?
and
8,
9.
9.
Yeah.
No, this was just 8.
Yeah, so it's 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 9.
All right.
All right.
Some bangers.
Your favorite character, Sun Jin Woo.
I mean,
Y'all
I'm not
got it.
gonna,
Y'all watch it. I'll let you, I'm leaning on y'all, man.
I'm not gonna hold you. He do be getting kind of nasty with them blades when he wants to, but he's also fighting at this point. Everybody that he fights now is like a god, so I think he's nasty with it, but probably like 4-3, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think we should put him at 9. Give him 4.
His character work really brings him down.
Badass. Pretty good with the blades.
So 4.
We
Interesting.
good with 4?
I tax him for the same reason I tax Kirito, man. Before is cool.
All right. He goes at 4. Next up on the list, Sunraku from Shangri-La Frontier.
Oh,
I never seen it.
I completely forgot about bro.
Yeah, wasn't thinking about him.
I'm guessing
He
it's 2 or 3.
Well, if I remember correctly, Santo, he like joins this game because he's too good at games, right?
Mhm.
Like
he plays he plays
bad
trash games.
He was good at
Yeah.
bad games.
Like so he's always at a disadvantage and still finding a way to get shit done. Now does it hurt you at all that he's literally not really in any kind of danger because he's playing a game?
Nah. His in-game life is in danger. That's the point.
I got you.
Don't overthink it.
2 or 3. What are we talking about?
You got 2, 3, and 9 open.
I doubt he's 9. Main character. Good anime. Unless he is 9.
We can put him at 3.
Wait, who?
But I'm saving a spot for my baby girl, man.
Wait, who?
gotta
else?
The main character from Shangri-La Frontier.
Araku.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with 3.
And Sanjay was at 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 2 and 9.
Better say Ursa, bro.
Yeah, we had 2 and 9 left for Santo.
Trying to get baby
You
girl
got 2,
ready.
3, and 9. So Sunraku goes at 3.
Yeah.
We need Urza.
All right. So next up on the list, Zoro.
9. He uses 3 swords. That's the only reason why. He's not a dual wielder.
Zoro 9?
Zoro's not a dual wielder.
Santo, why'd you do this, bro?
I put Zoro at 10. It's not because I'm not listen, I know I'm the Zoro hater. I'm not even disrespecting this shit right now.
No, I get.
He's not a dual
what you're
wielder.
saying. Santo, why you do this?
I said semi-trolly. All right. So number 2 is actually open. Okay. So the last one goes to number 2. All right. Just to let y'all know, I do everything analog, so it is written. So the top 10 dual wielders blind rankings. According to the fellas here at BSS, we have number 10, Asuma. Number 9, Zoro. Number 8, Odin. Number 7, Tengen. Number 6, Kirito. Number 5, Inosuke. Number 4, Sun Jin Woo. Number 3, Sunraku. Number 2, Shinsui. And number 1,
From Bleach?
Thorfinn.
Wow.
What? I don't lie. Zoro been 2 not that bad no more.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Low key, this would have again. Shout out Shinsui, but
why?
No Urza. I'm disappointed.
No Ursa. Santo,
She's a dual wield staple.
Santo, you don't pay for your crimes.
Yo, people are gonna be so mad that Zoro's below all those characters.
Riddell, you're gonna see my comment in the TikTok, and it's not gonna be a nice one.
Oh man, Zoro fans, maybe I'll be shooting.
Zoro fans, how many swords does he use, y'all? I just want you. Please tell me how many he uses, y'all.
They're gonna be like, bro, hating on Zoro on a technicality.
And then look, and then Odin below him. That makes sense.
Shout out Sensei. Now, who is the best swordsman on this list? Who is the most skilled one?
Wait, say the names again.
Who's the...
So
was it
Asuma? Okay, so Asuma, Kirito, Inosuke, Tengen, Thorfinn, Odin, Sun Jin Woo, Sunraku, Zoro, Shinsui.
To me, it's Zoro. Out of the niggas I know, Zoro.
To me,
Best
it's
swordsman?
Zoro as well, because again, he uses 3 swords. That's kind of crazy, but I'm giving a nod to Thorfinn because being able to compete with bigger, just as fast, stronger people with very short swords. Like if you know anything about swords, that's really hard. It's like crazy hard to do.
Real.
Hey man,
Kirito carried by AI, man. We not move. He's sitting there using skills on the keyboard, man.
That's crazy.
I'm still so mad he hid dual wielding. You know how many people died because he didn't want to share that skill?
Who?
Jeez.
Yeah. He gatekeeps on his computer, man. It'd be like that.
Nigga, share the skills. We all trapped in here with you.
Nah.
Before we go into Lonnie's blind ranking, let me do this so we can break up the blind rankings a little bit, and then you can do that. So there's a lot of good binge-worthy series that exist out there. So we're gonna do a little King of the Hill, and you just tell me which series you think is better, and then we'll move on, and then we'll finish it up for this segment. So, which series is the best binge-worthy series of all time? We have shows, we have anime, we have comics. First two names, Spy Family or Stranger Things. What's the better binge-worthy series? Not better overall series, better binge-worthy series.
Spy Family.
Yeah,
I've never watched. Yeah, I've never watched Stranger Things. It's never
gonna give it-
interested me at all.
Randomly in the same boat, going for Spy Family.
Really? I feel like if people say it's so great, I feel like I have
They
to
do.
watch it at some point.
It's
They do, no,
really good, but there are times that it's a drag, bro. And those episodes are hour longs. Like, it's tough.
Oh yeah, that's not, All right, next one up. Spy Family or Adventure Time from Cartoon Network.
That's Adventure Time is unfair. Like,
Why?
You said Adventure Time and
Spy Family.
the reason why I say it's unfair is because bro used to get incredibly high and watch Adventure Time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might say Spy Family.
I'm still going Spy.
Yeah.
I mean, Adventure Time is great, but
Adventure Time
I'm-
is really good. I'm not
I'm
going
going
to,
Spy.
but it's just like
Yeah, I might say Spy Family.
All right. Spy Family or Severance?
Severance.
Hands
Severance.
down, easy.
Severance is on. God
Not close.
damn.
That concept for
I'm
Severance
not
is amazing.
I'm not done with Severance, but I would say Spy Family. But I trust y'all, so I would say I would say that opening, the Severance blew me away. I was like, what, nigga, where are we? So I'm locked in.
Yeah, they keep on hyping up Severance, so I gotta lock in as well. So Severance. All right. I want to be very clear. You can include all the like entertainment. The reason why I say that is because we got Severance versus Chainsaw Man. You can't include the movie.
I'm going
You
Severance.
saying better binge worthy?
Severance.
Better binge-worthy series. What
Hmm.
is something that you believe that this is peak binging?
I from episode 1, from the opening of Severance, I didn't watch anything else until I was done.
I caught up on Severance in a day.
It is that good.
I gotta watch this shit, bro.
That shit is amazing.
But is it more binge-worthy than Chainsaw Man? Plus the iconic movie that went out. Okay.
I think Severance might go down as a top 20 show of all time.
Random Ty. We need your votes.
I haven't.
I don't think.
I like Chainsaw Man more.
I'ma
I would
say-
rather binge it. I would rather binge it. I just like Chainsaw Man more. So, but
I mean, I'm gonna pick Severance, but I'm not all the way caught up on it.
Okay, Severance wins. Severance or the Boondocks?
Boondocks.
Boondocks. What are we talking about?
Boondock.
Easily.
Boondocks.
Easily.
Boondocks gonna win this, bro.
Severance is the top 20 show of all time. Boondocks.
Boondocks about to win this easily. By the way.
Because being top 20 don't matter when it's against the Boondocks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
It really don't matter. By the way.
It doesn't.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
I ain't gonna lie to you. There, you can go shut it down.
Bro, let it burn episode, bro. I had that on
Unless you
repeat.
about to say
Yo.
like, unless you about to bring up like Prime, like SpongeBob or something, you can just shut it down.
The Boondocks or Absolute DC Comics?
Boondocks.
Okay,
bro.
I'm not gonna hold
Boondocks.
you. Boondocks wins, but DC is straight up cooking. They're straight up cooking right now.
Boondocks, man.
By the
All
way,
right.
that crossover with the boys, who why? I mean, I get why, but at the same, I'm supposed to believe that Homelander gonna walk out the ring after fighting Superman. I'm supposed to believe that.
Hell no. Wonder Woman is beating his ass.
Shit, there's a reason why they said Superman. Wonder Woman would straight up murder that dude, murder him,
destroy him. The Boondocks or Naruto?
Boondocks.
Boondocks.
Sorry.
Naruto is my favorite anime, and I'm picking Boondocks.
So your top 20 losing to Boondocks. Your favorite anime is losing to Boondocks.
Your top 20. Who top 20?
Santos.
Oh,
No, I was saying Severance. Severance is going to be a top 20 show of all time when it's over.
Boondocks, man.
They got to land season 3.
Sure, with that caveat, I guess.
The season 2 was kind of.
All right. The Boondocks versus Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Boondocks, man.
Boondocks.
And I enjoy Game of Thrones. I'm still on season 2 because my siblings, we can't ever get a schedule together to watch it. And I enjoy it. Game of Thrones watching it was fun as hell. But
the problem is,
I'll say this: I would rather binge something that makes me like laugh hysterically than something that makes me like feel anxious like that. If I'm constantly laughing, like crying tears, that's all just being more fun to watch, like to binge, at least to me.
I actually disagree with that. I feel like I prefer to casually watch something funny. If I'm binging, I want to be invested into everything that's.
I'm invested because I'm laughing, nigga.
Yeah, y'all can get invested in different ways. Yeah,
I'm invested in these laughs, nigga.
When it comes down to comedy, I'm just like here for the ride, bro.
Yeah, but Boondocks comedy is also like very well written comedy.
It is.
It's not just your SpongeBob. Hey, here's a joke, laugh. Like no, there's like context. It's very good written jokes.
Especially with us being people of color, it's very relatable humor too.
For sure. I mean, there's a lot of like cartoons that are extremely well written jokes, like South Park. South Park is my favorite cartoon of all time. But in terms of getting invested into the story, there's something about a cohesive narrative that's a little different. So, all right, Miles said Game of Thrones. Thomas said the Boondocks.
I can see where Miles is coming from. The problem is you clearly see the drop in quality when you get to season 6, and that's when I always leave after that.
And then, man, I dip from season 6 and I go right to House of Dragons, my nigga, and then it's all good, man.
He did say every media. Yeah.
Then if House of Dragons is not hitting, I go read a book. Thank you.
If that not a Seven Kingdoms hit, Miles, if that not is, but the problem is that's also not finished. Like, come on, George, finish a book, my guy. Finish a book. I don't even need to be wins or winner. Finish something, because Dunk and Egg are supposed to go up to the north at one point, Miles, and solve a Stark succession crisis in a book. We ain't never gonna see it.
So what you picking, Random?
I'm picking Boondocks because now I'm mad at George R. R. Martin. I'm being petty.
Wow, Santo, what are you picking?
I said Boondocks. I love how Random also says, "Hey, finish a book." Random, finish One Piece.
Speaking of One Piece, the last matchup is the Boondocks versus One Piece.
I gotta still say Boondocks, man.
Boondocks.
Maybe if when Wit adapts One Piece, that might change. But as of right now, I think it's easily Boondocks. Like
me and Ty are on the same page. It's too lengthy, the anime.
Yeah.
All right. So we just figured out the most binge-worthy series of all time is the Boondocks. Shout out.
Real.
Love you. Random, you want to do Lonnie's blind ranking or whatever you got?
Yeah, I have a blind ranking for Lonnie, and then we can just run through the main topic real quick. His list is anime characters that technically had a kid form at some point, and you have to babysit them for a week.
Jesus, this does sound like a Lonnie's.
And
that's like
it's a blind ranking. It's a blind.
AI can't make that.
Yeah, and his list is anime characters that technically had a kid form at some point, and you have to babysit them for a week.
Okay. Just when you do the hook, just say
And
anime characters you have to babysit.
And before you go, number one being what, the most I would want to, or the least?
He didn't say. So
We'll just make it up. Which I want. One is that we most rather babysit. One.
yeah,
That's
And
fine.
then 10 is like
Okay.
least.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah,
there
do the
are
hook
8
random.
characters. Yeah. So all right, guys, we're doing a blind ranking of anime characters you'd most want to babysit. All right, we're gonna start off with Naruto.
I don't think he's that
Naruto's
bad.
not a bad kid, bro.
Yeah. Especially if you just give him some attention.
He just needed
Yeah.
guidance in his life.
He literally just needed connection. Like he's needed people to be around him. Like
And it will save your life. You know, Aruka. What's the matter, Aruka? Not Jiraiya.
Like literally, if you just get by some ramen, y'all could literally just be chilling.
All right,
Like what would Naruto's childhood be if he had actual not spoiled milk?
Be a good
Literally,
kid.
He'd be a
just
good
literally
kid.
Be a regular good kid.
I like he
little
might
energetic, but you can
honestly
handle that.
he honestly might be like if one is I would most rather he's like top 2. Like I would have no
I
problem
was
babysitting
thinking
him.
2 or 3.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm fine with you.
Naruto's not a bad kid, bro. Like I don't know.
Let's
He
go
had
two.
no role models. That's why he was so bad.
I'm fine with 2.
Let's go 2, man.
All right, so 2 is Naruto. All right, the next name on the list, Big Mom.
Oh, 10.
She's gonna eat me, bro.
There's
You'll
8.
eat the whole
There's 8.
crib and all of us?
8. Yeah.
10.
So there's only 8 characters,
Oh,
so we're gonna go 8.
Oh,
Yeah,
8,
definitely
Oh
8.
yeah, 8. Easily 8, bro.
I don't want to
8.
die. Like, what are we doing?
She's gonna eat you and then not realize she ate you, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
Yeah, facts. You ain't gonna even remember when you killed me. Like, it's crazy.
All right. The next one on the list, All for One.
7. What?
yeah, 7.
I didn't think it was possible for them to be worse than Big
Just
Mom.
because there's a baby version of All for One, he put them on the put him in part of the rankings. Like, Lonnie's trolling, bro.
But you know what though? But you know what though, Miles? The reason why I think that Big Mom is worse than All for One is because All for One, if he kills you, he's gonna just kill you, right? Big Mom's gonna be chomping on your leg and you're gonna be alive. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna feel that.
Yeah, that's kind of
So like, and then she'll be like, she's gonna eat you. She'll be like, yo, where'd you go? Like,
and then be sad that you died.
like
She doesn't
bro,
remember
like,
that she killed you.
Yeah, that fake innocence. What is this random ass assortment of
This
characters?
is Lonnie
All right.
crazy, bro.
This is Lonnie, bro.
The next one is Vegeta.
6.
Kid Vegeta.
Like what? They're just all suck. They just all suck. We probably should have just put Naruto 1.
I mean, he was kind of an arrogant. He
He would make
Actually,
me
he
mad.
did listen to
we
his
would be-
dad.
we would, but that was it though.
Yeah.
But he didn't respect his dad though.
That's also true.
He didn't give
Listen,
he
they
doesn't
didn't
care the Saiyans are dead. He was like, he just said, his whole thing was like, the only reason that I wanted them alive, which he doesn't even care, is that I wanted to rule y'all. That's the only reason. He actually doesn't respect them. Like,
So we have to reframe how we think about this. Instead of thinking about like good ones, just think that we're just gonna get bad ones moving forward. So it's like, how bad is Vegeta now?
honestly,
Compared to
he's
other
I put
ones?
Vegeta at 6.
kid. Wait, hold on a second, y'all. Kid
Like,
Vegeta,
like
He might
Vegeta
be-
is not going to listen to
Bro,
any
he might
order
say-
If
that
I
you
give
give.
if
him.
I give Vegeta the wrong juice, he might uppercut my head off.
He might say Dio
I think that we've been going
because
like,
Dio turned into a baby in part.
Oh.
hold on, I think we're even going not far enough. Like Vegeta will eat you. Like he's an alien. Like when they would conquer planets, they would eat the civilians. Vegeta would also eat
I did
you.
not know that.
Yeah, I wasn't aware he was eating.
No, like if y'all go to the man, I'm about to pull this panel up because like Vegeta will literally eat you. Like he would conquer Earth and eat you like that. Like the first panel we see of Vegeta and Nappa, they're eating the civilians of that bug planet.
Oh, the bugs.
Yeah, they were eating them.
Okay.
Vegeta will eat you, bro. Hey, bro, 7, bro, or 6. So
No, but like, those are random people. I don't think he's gonna eat his parents.
No, we're babysitters.
No.
We're
We're not.
babysitters,
Or
bro.
like his babysitter. I mean,
No.
Well,
We're not.
either way, yeah.
What was I say? We're not guys. We're not Saiyans, right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh,
with
if we're
that.
just
I
humans,
agree
he's
with what
killing
you're
us.
saying. I'm just saying we're baby. Like he'll uppercut your head off. He'll do a whole lot if he doesn't get his way. He was a pompous, arrogant kid. That's all it comes down
I'm just
to.
trying to think of like
A
worst
pompous,
one.
arrogant kid alien. To Ty's point.
Yeah, and then he's gonna conquer Earth. Like,
Well,
And
we can
nobody
go
will be able to
six.
stop him, even as a
mind
kid.
you, he can turn into a great ape, and when it's nighttime,
We can go 6. I just feel like he's gonna name other terrible baby type characters.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Vegeta eating you changed the game for me though.
I think he will eat bug people. I don't think he's eating a
Bro,
human.
but yeah, honestly, because he's an alien, they see all aliens as aliens. Like we're the aliens to him. You feel me? Like,
I think
All
6
right.
is fine.
So 6 for Vegeta.
If he says DO, the list is just cooked. Like he's like.
All right, 6 for Vegeta. The next one on the list, Muzan.
The list is just,
5.
bro, this is a stupid list. 5.
Five,
We're going down,
bro.
we're going down in order. Just put him at 5. This is a stupid list.
5.
Yeah, this is
I
a
don't
5,
know.
bro. Naruto should have been 1 if the
Yeah, like
This is a stupid list.
Naruto
not
seems like a
serious.
great kid right now.
All right.
5, bro.
The next one on the list, Aluka Zoldyck.
4.
Haruka.
Oh, Aluka.
Yeah.
I would put. She's interesting, right? Because you have to deal with the demon thing that's not her. Aluka herself is perfectly fine. It's balancing the AI demon.
And you can balance her like Killua did it, but it took him a while to figure it out, though.
And you
Will we figure it out?
before the night is over. You know what?
Well, I don't think we'll figure.
I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but just let's do it like how the Zoldyck did it. Just put her in a room. Hey,
Just
the door.
lock her up.
Wait, can she get out? She can't get out. Like,
She couldn't get out.
I'll say 3. There's probably a 1 worse than her.
If we
All
could just lock it.
Man,
Mm.
I
wait,
go.
what's
I'm not.
So y'all
Gonna
wanna
lie,
say,
I might
like-
go with 1.
Yo,
Yo, he might go Griffith. Someone was. He might go Griffith.
yeah, that's true.
My thing is,
But
if you're locking Aluka in the room, if that's the babysitting method, she can't be 1.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just
give her-
locking
just
her in
give
the
her some
room.
chicken
and-
nuggets and a juice,
No,
and
just
you're chilling.
locking her up.
I mean,
Nah,
That's
she
what
got a
they-
TV.
That's what they
no, but
did.
she asked me a question and I answer, I'm dead.
you know,
But if Killua didn't pacify her, would she just get out?
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. Why can't she just like get out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if
Just can't
Killua
lock
didn't
that hole?
exist.
We just can't lock the door.
If
She's
she
still a
has no
kid.
if she has nobody to ask a question to, she's just there.
She's still a kid. She don't got no net. She's not a
She's
booster or
nothing.
nothing. I'm just
But
gonna
you're
lock the
gonna
door.
have to interact with her at some point to feed her.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door, throw the food in the door. I'm gonna close that bitch before she gets.
Those
Well,
pizza-
not
those-
much
those
rewind.
pizza rolls are getting thrown in the room,
What
bro.
if you try to throw the food and she bust the door down?
I'm just not answering no questions, nigga. I'm gonna get earplugs so I can't even hear the question that's being
Oh,
asked.
man.
It's
I
it's
mean,
just GG at that point, bro. It's just GG's.
All right, where we putting her?
1.
I still say 3, bro.
all right.
is-
I mean,
this is
don't
a
say
I'm
cool-
cool with
weird.
three.
this
I'm
is
cool
a-
with. I'm
Okay,
cool
okay,
with
we can do 3.
3-1
we can do
either
3.
way.
But we have
To be
5.
fair, like
4,
Nani might just put some bullshit for the
Oh,
last.
we got
They're all
5.
horrible. The
Yeah,
list
we
is
got 5, 4, and
Yeah.
1. 5, 4, and 1.
Okay.
All right, where are we putting her?
We can put her at 3. List already
Yeah,
cooked. Yeah,
3.
we good. List is already cooked.
Yeah, it's just not great.
All right, the next one, Johan.
Like, bro, you see what I'm talking? The list is cooked. It don't matter what we do, bro.
We got 5 open.
We got 4 and
4,
1.
4. You can stop there.
4,
4.
yeah, 4.
You stop there. 4, bro.
Fuck.
Now,
you could just literally
gonna
read
cook.
all of them from now.
all right. So, this is our what's up, y'all? This is Random with BSS. This is our blind ranking for anime characters we have to babysit for a week. At number 8, it is Big Mom. At number 7, it's All for One. At number 6, it's Vegeta. At number 5, it's Muzan. At number 4, it's Johan. At number 3, it's Aluka Zoldyck. At number 2, Naruto. And at number 1 is Shigaraki.
What? Why is
That's
Naruto
not-
on this list, bro?
That might not be too
This
bad
list
though.
doesn't-
Oh wait, you know what?
Actually,
Actually-
prevent Shigaraki from crashing.
No, but you know the problem. But Jose, so I agree. That's not crazy, but the problem is that his quirk can activate any minute, though.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but it activated under like extreme stress.
Yeah, he got pushed to that point
because his dad was tweaking.
No. But
more so like he didn't know he could use it, and his dad pushed him, and it was active. You know,
but y'all remember he killed the dog first?
Yeah.
Hey, little bro, just keep
your hands to yourself.
Like he was already like under a lot of stress in general because of his dad. Well, to be fair, we're babysitting. His dad's still gonna be there.
Bro, Riddell, you outside and you walking Shigaraki. Hold my hand. Let's cross the street. You just
but you have to understand though. We have to assume that he already has the ability because of All for One. So that means he's a ticking time bomb. Maybe he doesn't destroy you, but he might.
You know. That's some good dice to gamble. I'm not mad at him at one.
Man, locking Aluka in that room seems a lot safer right now.
I ain't gonna lie. Naruto's already. I'll give Lonnie this. Naruto, he put Naruto here to pump fake us. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
and especially his placement in the list too.
Yeah, because he actually made a previous list, and then he texted me like 10 minutes later and changed the list up.
If I think about who's the worst one on that list, if I didn't get the worst one on that list, I'm still sticking with Vegeta, but just because he will conquer the planet and then eat you.
For me, I would pick Johan, only because who knows what that manipulative brain could conjure up to ruin my life, man.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, to Riddell, even in the Broly movie, we see Vegeta on a planet with rats and they're eating people still. Like they conquer and eat niggas. Bardock and them ate niggas. Like they eat the people when they conquer planets. So like,
and the only reason I'm saying Johan too is because I just think there's sometimes fate's worse than death.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm mad at that.
All right, then we're gonna move on to the main topic of the day. Actually, man, we giving
we're past 2 hours right now.
Yeah, we'll
give Jane a little extra content. We're doing a change my mind. A couple of them are for me, a couple of them are for my boy Corey, and we were talking. He was watching Spy Family, and then he just and I told him I was working on the list, and he gave me a couple, and then one of them is from AI, just because I thought might as well add one in there. So give me a second to share it, and then we can talk about it if we want. One of them, I'm not gonna hold you. I was being petty, and I don't care. All right, I was being petty. I don't care. Give me a second. There we go. All right, then we'll start with. All right, change my mind. The next one, first one is Mineta literally never mattered. Now, I'm being petty because I read the data book and I found out what actually happens to Mineta. Bro fumbles the whole bag. He's out the top 101 now. He's not even ranked anymore. The whole bag was with him being straight up Mineta, and he's out the bag. I know Santos trolling by saying he does matter because of the comedy shit. Bro ain't never thrown a punch the entire anime.
No.
Okay.
Let me tell you why, man. Let me tell you why Mineta's goated, man. They don't get Deku back without Mineta, man. That's just what the story told me. I can't, they don't get Deku back. Facts. Sorry. They don't get Deku back.
The biggest thing he did in the story is when motherfuckers thought he was gay after that one battle. That's the biggest thing he did.
Also, when Deku lost his arms and they got his arms back, and then everyone came out the portal, and the title of the chapter is called "We Are Here." I mean, that was included in the "We."
Let me know when you're done, Ty.
I'm just saying.
Let me know when you're done.
I'm just saying, man. We are here, bro.
Santo, you got something to say?
Mineta matters, bro.
He literally never did. He literally fumbled his bag. He was up there because last time we talked about this, you were like, he's ranked, man. He's ranked pretty high. He's out the rankings altogether because he went full Mineta and now he's out the rankings.
That's fine.
Hold on a second. Also, he saved Deku and Froppy during USJ. Hold on a second.
I don't think.
Hey, man.
He just reminds me of the Usopp archetype. I just think those type of people are important. Like, not even to a story, but in life. Not everybody's going to be the biggest, the strongest, have the best moves or whatever. Like, he struggles with, like, confidence, taking action, and he tries, and he's persistent. Like, I respect him. I think he's important to show that type of character off.
For real?
All right, the next one is this one is to set all y'all up because I think we need really need to be honest about this.
Bro,
we're still doing that.
I'm not gonna lie. We can't change your mind. You just don't know fashion. If you
What?
looking at that,
What?
if you're looking at this outfit with both your eyes, you can't tell me how it's a bad fit. You can't debate that live.
So you rocking this?
It's just a tracksuit.
Bro, it's a tracksuit. It has black, the most universal color of all time, as most of it, and then an orange accent. It's literally so basic and so simple.
Yeah. When niggas say, "Oh, it's terrible," it's literally just a tracksuit. Like I don't.
Like if the orange was red, would you like it more or blue?
So you just don't like orange.
Yeah, because if you don't
I
like
think,
black, you can just say
I think the one he wears as a kid is way better than this.
Bro.
Because of the blue.
So you think taking the black off makes it better?
No, it's not even just. I think besides the fact that the pants, this is just my personal thing. The pants look like he literally just took the orange pants off his kid version and kept them. Bro, they're down by his shins, bro. What is that? His shins are showing.
He might have. We disrespected the
breathing
struggle.
a little bit. Let her breathe, bro. Let her breathe. Yeah.
Man,
niggas wear high waters every day, B. We can't disrespect the struggle.
The kunai on his leg, that's tough.
the kunai on the leg is fire. He can't get full length pants.
Nah, you don't need it.
When did Naruto ever had full length pants?
He can't. Okay, as a kid, I let that go because he was literally drinking spoiled milk. He was being sabotaged.
You moving that goalpost like crazy.
He was a
building
kid.
A trench.
He was a kid. He's making enough money now. You tell me he can't get full length pants. Is what I'm asking for full length pants crazy?
Bro, his boots literally go right up to the
No,
gotta let her breathe, bro.
You want him to have boot cut pants on? Like,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think that if you talk about like how cool it looks in comparison to other characters, but I think that his outfit is more transferable to our reality.
I do agree with that because some
like for example, you could argue that like Sasuke's black romper looks cooler in story, but I would rather wear Naruto's fit outside than the black romper. Like
I do agree with you.
I agree with you.
So like
he's saying this is Naruto's worst fit though. That's cap.
Yeah, this is a good workout track.
What fits do we have? He just got two, right? Like, I mean,
one
is stage mode, I guess.
Poncho variant that he threw on once.
Like, if you're gonna go work out on something like this, I feel like it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And then when I'm like, sometimes like when I'm working out, I do not like working out in pants. I always work out in shorts. So if you get a version of it where it's like you're meeting halfway, it's cold, but you don't want it to be full, messing up your motion. So it's a little cut right at the bottom. Ain't mad at it, bro.
Random. I've seen Naruto in the Rock Lee jumpsuit. That's Naruto's worst fit.
I did not know that existed. I apologize.
Yeah, that's true. That's
definitely, yeah. It was...
Okay, all right, my bad. This might be because if I see that, I'm up again. I'm like, what are we doing, Naruto? Like, who told you this was a good idea? Somebody lied to you if you put that fit on. But we're gonna move on to the next one. Now, this is one that my boy Corey said. Because I told him about Disney making their own anime. Disney started to make their own anime. So he's like, it feels like over the next decade, the Western audience will reshape anime more than the Japanese audience.
Reshape.
No.
The Western audience
will reshape anime.
Like anime
in what regard? Well, I will say this: Japan is making efforts to find Western mangaka, which that can be part of it. Like they started a whole program where the guy that was editor in chief over Shonen Jump made a program in the West to find Western mangaka. So like if there are more Western creators, Western influence will have a massive say in the space for sure.
They're expanding, but having more.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it'll be more, but I think it's gonna look very. I think they'll have a big influence. But
I hope so. We already did the whole "we're done with Shonen Jump" thing on the podcast, and we stand by it.
We're not done.
You said that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not done with Shonen Jump, man. Hey, Riddell, I'll see you next Sunday, man.
Hey man, I'll be here. One Piece is, and Ichi the Witch now is on the table. You know, they'll keep me entertained. But after that, they better lock in.
And
'cause
then
these
another
new
series will drop
manga.
that you'll like, and I'll see you next week.
No, the recent Shonen Jump manga they just dropped. That shit.
Hey man, we're in that
That
period.
shit ain't it.
We're
bro.
in the post Dragon Ball period of Shonen Jump right now. Like how it was, they were trying to find manga. Then One Piece came. Then Naruto came. Excuse me, Naruto came.
I respect that optimism. I really do.
I mean, this happened before. They thought Shonen Jump was dying in the late '90s, and then One Piece came. So yeah,
They got lucky. Will they get lucky again? Oh.
yeah. It's like the post Michael Jordan era. People thought it was over. Then Brian and Kobe came. Like,
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So
I went back.
then we got Wimby. Like it's just
Who's
things-
Wimby? Ichi?
we'll always have replacements, man.
Hey, I'll say this. Even though we're done with Shonen Jump, it's not
You
like
keep
Western-
saying we like we part of this.
We're
You're done with
Shonen
Shonen Jump.
Even though that is the case, it's not like Western audiences have shown that they competing with what Shonen Jump has put out. So we gotta lock in, or just let Webtoons take over. Webtoons is doing a good job. Just let them take over.
That's true.
Webtoons has its own problems that we just haven't talked about.
L politics.
By the way, I just went back and watched literally every character in Naruto. A lot of ankles, bro. There's no pants reaching ankles.
And once
Hater.
again, that's one of my problems with Naruto as a whole. But we don't need to talk.
Kishimo does like he actually said he loves to draw toes.
Yeah.
So he has like a feet like
Okay,
lower
now that-
leg.
Now that sounds crazy.
I'm just saying he does.
I should have never said nothing.
Crazy.
Listen, I'm just telling you. Listen, man. Don't put the finger at me. He's a freaky frog, man. He like.
Hey, Ty,
Now he on that-
We don't kink shame though.
That
We don't
sounds
kink
crazy.
I
Is
can't
that
shame.
what? Is
I
that?
kink
That's
shame
what
all
he
the
said, bro.
time.
I'm sorry.
Masashi Schneider, man. That's crazy.
All right. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next one. This is another one that he said, Ufotable isn't the best studio, they just have the best budget. And he was really stressing on how they use
Is that not a causality? They're the best studio because they have the best budget.
Thank you,
That's how that
Miles.
works.
Exactly.
I feel like that's
and
just how it works.
I looked at him and said, I think you're also being unfair because look at how they've enhanced Demon Slayer as a property. And also you're just angry that Ufotable uses the money that they have better than other studios.
NBA is not the best basketball league. They just have the most.
They have the
money.
most, you know what I'm saying? So, like, his statement about it not being the best studio, I wouldn't mind. It's just that's a bad reason.
I mean, if you were to put the studios, let's say let's say you gave the same budget to different studios. How confident are we that Ufotable is gonna be number one? Because I'm extremely confident. I don't think it has to do any. I mean, you give everybody the same budget.
You think Ufotable will still be one?
I think Ufotable would still be one.
Yeah,
I
They
think it's
focus-
how
they focus on
disagree.
quality over quantity. Mappa just
I
has
agree.
like a bunch of shit. That's just they really overdo themselves.
I agree. I think it's just how they approach each property that they have. And that's why go ahead, Miles. My bad.
Do we not give any tax to them? The type of properties they approach, though, they have a very specific type of niche that they seem to occupy, which is very action-oriented first type of shows. Whereas we see other animation studios have to adapt a lot more different things, where action is not just on the forefront to kind of carry them, right? It's not the sound profile of the swords clanging or how cool the sparks look flying, right? Like I would give a studio a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying? Picture a Vinland Saga Season 2, for example. That was beautifully animated. Picture it with even more better animation, what they could do. I don't necessarily agree with that. Because they're not picking quality series to adapt. They're doing quality work with the series they pick.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So them picking up Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint didn't do anything for you?
Well, there'll be a lot of action still. I will say that I agree with you, Miles, but to put it simply, I'm just gonna use the most simplest way to understand that people use better animation typically is the fights. So
Crazy, bro. More to it.
Yeah, man.
Not you, though. I'm saying,
Nah, yeah. Pretty colors, bro. Pretty colors.
I guess that's all it takes.
All right. The next one is anime needs fewer tragic backstories. Not every character needs trauma. I used Eri for a reason. I think going back and thinking about Eri's arc, so to speak, I'm like, bruh, like what the fuck? It's kind of crazy. And I think you could have basically accomplished her arc without having her go through the shit that she went through.
How?
Because
Yeah.
her quirk itself makes her super important in that world.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but it doesn't. But we wouldn't be emotionally attached to her without that story, though.
Exactly.
So like,
yeah, and
yes, you could say that. Well, she can still use her power, sure, but she's not she's not as interesting or as compelling. So that
I mean, I'm just saying. What do you guys think?
I
Obviously,
would
Aries just a placeholder. It's not. I'm not just saying just using Aries. Just
yeah.
I would also add that it's probably a lot easier to create a situation where a character can grow from a tragic event than trying to make a character progress throughout a story with no type of friction in their life or in their backstory.
yeah, it really just depends on the type of story we're talking about. For the most part, the only ones that don't have the tragedy typically that I see are like slice of life and comedies. Like for example, MASH doesn't have a tragic backstory at all. It's a comedy. It's the point is not to for that to be the core focus of his character. Or like a slice of life of like Horimiya, for example. I mean, there's no tragedy there. It's just growing and them getting in a relationship. So it depends on the story, but it's definitely necessary if you're building a specific type of narrative.
Yeah, and I think. Oh my bad. Go ahead, Moss.
You go first.
No, you go.
I was going to also say we can kind of look at series that we kind of watch now, and the characters that are typically not marred by tragedy usually aren't really the most interesting of characters, and they're kind of there to be the roadblock for the characters with the tragic backstories. The character that I had on top of my head was like Byakuya. I think Rukia is a far more interesting character than Byakuya is, given their upbringings. That's just an example I had.
Yeah, and I think also like is getting people mostly invested in caring, because if a character has a sad backstory, it then justifies their actions. Like a good example you can use is like, let's say that I come on BSS and I like cuss one of y'all out, right? Y'all would be like, "Dang, what's wrong with you?" But then you find out that something tragic happened that day for me. You would then be like, "Oh, okay." Like it would then it wouldn't make what I did right, but it would be you would have more empathy and understanding of why I did what I did. So you give characters sad backstories. The bad actions they do, you just have more empathy for them, right? Like I feel bad for like Zuko, for example. I don't like Zuko did horrible things, but then I'm like, but dang, it is dad, bro. Like his dad burned his face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just like it makes people more connected. It makes people feel like people give your characters more leeway. It makes them want to see the character win. So
some of the greatest characters of all time, we have tragedies.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like a real life thing. When you see people go through tragedy, you root for them. Like it's just like.
Okay, we got one more, and then we'll be done unless you want to talk about anything else. The last one is One Piece will never have a satisfying ending. It's too big to land. And I know we've kind of talked about this before, but I guess the only thing I can ask is like, short of obviously Oda's trolling and giving y'all some bullshit, will there really be anything to make it universally loved?
Quite literally impossible for Oda to fumble it. It's impossible.
And then,
I feel like there's two perspectives to look at this. Because first, individually, I think I'll be completely satisfied with what Oda has. Mainstream wise, I think it's very. I'm more inclined to believe this, and I just have to see what happens. I just have to look at like. I don't think it will be as controversial as like the Attack on Titan ending, but damn, that had the world burning when that ended.
But the problem with that is those like when you get past the trolls, like the most people that talk about AOT and didn't even read it. That's when the anime came out. Everyone loved it. Like obviously, you will not garner 100% satisfaction. That's impossible to do. Authors are not looking to make sure that every single person that reads it likes. That's not the point. The point is, can you get majority of people like it? That's really what you're aiming for. Like, obviously, I know people. A lot of people. We all love the full max ending. I know people that don't like it, right? But that doesn't mean that the ending's not satisfying. You have outliers. So just because the story's long, I think that saying that you can't make the ending satisfying. I think honestly, the way that people have been invested in One Piece for so long, given its length, to me is a testament to that the ending will be satisfying because no one has been able to have the longevity of One Piece. That to me says that Oda is writing a story that we haven't seen before. Like that's just
There's a common consensus. People are saying this is some of the best writing he's done in a long time, and it's 20x years later. So yeah, I
And
just
Yeah.
don't see it.
Oda's track record speaks for itself. I mean, at one point we were having conversations with him being in the same level as Shakespeare. Like, I mean, if someone has shown you for this amount of time that they are a good writer, I'm more inclined to believe that they're going to provide a good ending. Of course, there's going to be people in our anime community, anime fans that are going to be contrarians, even though they would admit that it's going to be this conversation. It's a great ending. It could have been better. Stuff could have been flushed out. That's just how anime fans are, which is gross at times because sometimes it's just completely not warranted. But we just have to understand that that's the reality of the community that we're in.
So
yeah.
I feel like it's more severe than you guys are making it seem. At the very least, I'm always going to compare it to Attack on Titan because obviously Oda is great. So is Isayama. I think Oda's the GOAT, obviously, as well. And the series has longer longevity. But both of them are doing their series very deliberately, and both of them had very high anticipated endings. The majority aspect, I'm like, probably, but even then, when it comes to the Attack on Titan's ending, I do think the minority can shake the perception of the ending so much that generally people who have no idea what it is will consider it bad, even though the majority think it's good. Like, for example, when the Attack on Titan ending happened, the fact that there were a huge, like, growing minority that's trying to create an alternate version of Attack on Titan with a better ending that was getting like a whole bunch of signatures and retweets and likes and stuff. That was bad for people's perception of the ending. And then the other thing, Isam was getting death threats. It was crazy that
Yeah.
people were doing this. And I agree that it's probably the minority, but even if it's the minority, we know how vocal a minority can ruin the perception of stuff.
Sure.
So that's why I think when it comes to Oda in particular, since there's more of an investment, and I agree, Santo, this community is crazy. I think if everything like whatever the One Piece is or whatever, if it doesn't satisfy them, I think there is a strong chance that they're just going to be so annoyingly loud. It's going to be obnoxious.
I'll say this one last thing. So I think that we're going to get something similar to ALT, but the reason why that to me doesn't say much is because personally I put more stock into what people invest their time and money into. So for example, and then we don't have to get into a big conversation about this, but the numbers say that the fans love the JJK ending because all those chapters ranked extremely high against like My Hero, One Piece, etc. And JJK has been leading manga sales since it ended. Matter of fact, even before it ended, like 2023, 24, and 2025 is currently leading. So people are still, despite it ending a year, is still leading in manga sales. That then tells me more than what people are saying online. What people invest their money into tells me more how they feel. So you can tell me, hey, this ending sucks, but if all the final volumes are keep getting bought off all the shelves years after it's ended, that to me tells me more about how people actually feel. Like you know what I'm saying? Like same thing with AOT. You can tell me the ending's bad, but everyone's buying all the volumes of the ending over and over. Like that to me just says more. So people will 100% say this ending sucks. It's going to be a big thing online, but then we got to go back to reality. You know what I'm saying? Like what's actually happening. So.
All right. That was my last one, fellas. I guess unless we got anything else to add, we're gonna start getting on out of here.
I will save this one clip for next pod. I did have this one thing, but like we're already like deep into it. I'll ask you guys, unless you let me know if you want to just save it for next. It's not that long, but it's basically just to try not to laugh. So
I
let me
like
know.
laughing. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm
Try
down.
not to laugh. Now, do you guys want to put stakes on it, or do you guys just want to do it?
We buying steaks. Where we getting them from?
So the stakes that I'm talking about is twofold. The stakes is whether it's like someone do something, or if you laugh, you have to do what do you call it? Gift memberships on the channel.
Okay. Oh yeah, we
Okay.
got Oh yeah, we can do gift memberships. That'd be.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Also, what is a laugh? Like, can I smile? Like, because niggas be like, I'm already laughing. Okay, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
He said, "I've already laughed."
No, I'm like, yeah.
Okay. So this
I'm
is
just
what I
gonna
got.
laugh just because I'm not allowed to now.
So
All right, lockdown.
You must.
y'all can hear it, all right?
Yeah.
All right, not
Y'all
now.
ready?
All right, hey, chill out.
All right,
bro.
I gotta participate too.
Hold on,
Chill
hold
out.
on.
Chill out, bro. All
This
right,
is not fair because I've already watched some of these clips and I was dying, so I gotta.
I feel targeted right now. I feel targeted because I'm
Random?
pretty sure. Come on, man.
All right,
The
ready?
shoe fits.
Ty, you gotta move those hands from that mouth,
I'm just
bro.
sitting here. Okay. All right.
Miles,
All right,
Miles
ready?
ain't moving a muscle. You see him down there?
Ready? All right, here we go.
You must
No,
eat all of your food.
No.
One. That's one.
No.
we gotta lock it. All right, every time you laugh, you gotta give one membership.
No. I'm saying, let me get my laugh
You gotta
out.
give
That's
my
what I'm saying.
membership.
Like,
Okay, all right.
That didn't count. Okay.
Miles' camera is frozen. That's not even him.
He's
All right, go
blocked.
ahead.
All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1.
You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
That's one from Ty.
Okay, my fault.
All right.
Okay, that's one. Okay, I
One,
give.
that's
Okay,
one.
my fault. That's one.
よーし、いい子だ。はい。武器は持ってないようだな。
That's one from Santo. That's one from Santo.
Oh, I've seen this one. Oh shit.
This is gonna sound bad, but don't take it like that. What is y'all annual income a year?
We were in action, and she said in my ear, "Go deeper. Stay with me now." And what hurt me is I was already all the way in, so I had ran out of pee.
All right, there we go. First challenge. One. I see some smiles of people. Oh, do we count that from Santo?
Oh, it's done.
Okay.
I got one.
So
There
one
we,
from
okay, you gotta
Ty,
give the channel.
one
Yo,
from Ty, one
Bro
from
got kicked the fuck out that trade.
I
bro.
ain't gonna lie. How do I gift a sub? I don't know how to do it.
To be honest, I don't either, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you got to become a member first on the
Do you
channel.
really?
I think so.
Do you?
Okay.
I have no idea.
I'll figure it out. But
You just go to where you would super chat and you can just membership gift.
okay, I think I see
Oh,
it.
my bad.
Also, I gift like the one that says Shikar Baka.
Yeah, you can give one.
That anime clip was insane. Are they supposed to be chibi form or that's
Yeah,
an actual? little
I have
character?
no idea, but I saw
I've seen
that
a
clip.
bunch of the brain rot ones. Oh, bro.
Oh, bro,
I'm
when I saw that
dying.
clip, I was dying. Now, if I saw the Ocho Cinco clip the first time I saw that, I was dead. I already saw it before. I was dying.
No, I saw you put in the chat, so I seen that one too.
So we had some armor. We were defended from the Ocho Cinco clip. Cause damn, bro.
Ain't no way Gabe just got it.
He got it. From Santa. That's crazy.
Yo, he did get it, Gabe. Oh man. So
Like the way he says that story, because I've seen that whole like segment, that Ocho Cinco. The way he tells that story, it's like genuine heartbreak, and everybody else around him is trying not to laugh. And he's like, "Bro, I'm really pouring my soul out to y'all right now."
bro. Yo,
Watch him on Nightcap the next day. Say, "Yo, I'm gonna find that." Like, because obviously Shannon got to start roasting him too, and he's like, "I'm gonna get that surgery. Watch, I'm gonna get that surgery." I'm like, "What you mean surgery?"
man.
My
So
goodness.
all right. So with that said, that was a little try not to laugh. We'll see. We might bring it again next time. We won't make sure that the clips I choose, you guys don't have armor. You haven't seen it before, so we'll see. But
You're never gonna get me, Riddell.
I saw you smiling. That Ocho one almost got you.
When he said I was all the way in, he almost got me. He almost got me.
What did that girl expect? This gonna sound real bad, but what are y'all annual income? And that one bro said, "Now we just gonna do this shit right now."
Yo, asking annual income is wild. That's a wild.
That's so.
Oh my goodness. That's all I got.
All right. Anybody else? If not, we gonna get on out of here.
Miles, we on for Thursday?
Yeah. This Thursday?
Let's do it.
We doing this Thursday?
Yeah.
I can't do this Thursday. Can't do this.
Okay.
Can't do.
All right.
All right. Anyway, guys, I'm still gonna send the super chat to get Miles and Santo to play Dynasty Wars Origins. I'm gonna get him to do it because we eating right now.
Hey, he's gonna get one of y'all to play it because I can't play it.
Yes, you can.
I'm not playing Origins on principle.
Santo, come on. You gonna play Abyss, but we don't need to get into that. We don't need to get into that. But anyway, guys, this has been episode 103 of the Black Sensei Society. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. It's always fun. Make sure you like, share, and
you got a question.
Real quick for Angie. Yeah.
All right, Angie, what you got?
I don't know what Thursday is.
Can't do Thursday.
I'm gonna keep going and set up the outro until she drops her question. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe the pod. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media. If you're following us on everywhere you listen to our podcast, make sure you're following us over there. Drop a review. Any little bit helps. We really appreciate it. What else? I know we're cooking up something for Miles and in the background, but also I want to do a versus. We're talking about the Jubilee. Yeah, I want to do a versus. I want to participate in the versus. I'm tired of watching y'all talk about it. That's insane.
Yo, Angie, what is that question?
Oh my. Let's end it on that. But I want to.
Ask it. Ask it.
All right, hold on. I want to do a versus. At least I want to participate in one somehow, some way. I'm tired. That's the one thing, because I understand why Miles is like, I don't care anymore because y'all are not really about it. Let's do the versus. But last question of the pod, Angie Carr, the GOAT. One day we got to see you, Angie. We got to see you for real. But she asked, if you gain $1 million per back shot, how many you taking? All money ain't good money.
Absolute zero.
All money ain't good money, bro.
We ain't taking that Saudi Arabia bag. No.
Absolute zero. Oh man.
No, this is the thing. This is where I wish Lottie was here, because Lottie'd be like, wait a minute. Does anybody know that took the back shot?
Yeah. Oh, Angie did say no one has to know.
No one has to know.
You know what? I would know. Zero.
You would know.
Zero.
With a couple millions in that bank account too.
Nah.
Fuck, Santa.
Nah,
Every time you look at the money, you'll remember.
Every time you see your bank account, your ass hurts. Nah, I'm good, bro.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next Tuesday. We'll see you guys next Tuesday for the next episode. I don't know who's hosting, but I can't wait. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.